Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the 50-yard line. A great start here, folks. Making their way to the 50-yard line are the captains of both football teams and Pastor Odie from the Good Shepherd Episcopal Church in Nashua. Pastor Odie is here today representing the Nashua Pastoral Care Center and its 18th annual Penny Drive. The Care Center is a nonprofit, non-denominational agency that helps needy women and children in southern New Hampshire with emergency assistance, food, security deposit loans, transitional housing, and holiday gifts through the Telegraph Santa Fund. Both Nashua High School football teams have been leading participants in the Fall Penny Drive for almost 15 years now. Pastor Odie is presenting the annual Lincoln Commendation Plaque to the team with the highest percentage of varsity, JV, and freshman teams participating. The Nashua North Titans are this year's champions, edging out Nashua South Panthers in percentage of participation. Both teams are winners today as they send out over 100 players door to door to collect pennies and spare change. Their efforts, combined with the efforts of hundreds of other students and teams from area schools, have resulted in this year's Penny Drive collecting over $30,000. Let's think, that's over 3 million pennies. Congratulations and a huge thank you to these student athletes who helped with the Penny Drive. And a special thanks to all of you who generously donated to the penny pickers when they came to your door. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to recognize a couple of folks that I've seen who have made their way here. Our Mayor, Donna Lee Lozo, the Mayor of the City of Nashua. Mark Conrad, our Superintendent of Schools. Jennifer Susing, the Principal of our host, Nashua High School South. David Ryan is away with family, and our heart goes out to David in the loss of his mom. We also have Tom Aria, the Nashua High School Director of Athletics. And now, folks, let's introduce our members of our teams here. For many of our players on both sides of the field, today is the last day they'll be suiting up for their alma mater. So let's recognize our senior football players, first for the visiting Nashua North Titans. Number 5, Anton Marinchik. Number 8, Eric Mute. Number 9, Brandon Karkanis. Number 21, Tim Croto. Number 22, Julian Pays. Number 27, Jamar Gathright. Number 30, Andre Williams. Number 32, Arjun Katawada. Number 47, Cam Duval. Number 48, Devin Blaze. Number 52, Adam Leith. Number 53, Christian Ferreira. Number 57, Tom Wilson. Number 61, Tim Dillon. Number 63, Joel Pacheco. Number 64, Wilson Pena. Number 65, James Murphy. Number 70, Zach Honeywell. Number 72, Tim Coy. Number 75, Angus Bennett. And now, folks, let's meet your Nashua South seniors. Number 1, Keith Farkas. Number 3, Nilson Basora. Number 7, Josh Estrada. Number 17, Keith Gilbo. Number 20, Jeff Carmona. Number 21, Nick Pulio. Number 22, Dan McCormick. Number 30, Brandon Gothier. Number 43, Alan Odell. Number 44, Chris Thistle. Number 51, Luke Beliveau. Number 52, Mike Brannon. Number 57, Andrew Valcourt. Number 62, Justin Reeves. Number 68, Cody Mon. Number 77, Nick Marquis. Number 78, Bradley Carrier. Number 79, Ian Parsons. Number 81, Eric Lacaivo. Number 82, Pat Bolton. Number 95, Ryan Cathcart. How about a big hand for all of our seniors on both squads? And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's all rise for the playing of our national anthem, played today by the Nashua South Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Tony Coronas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I call your attention to the podium at the south end of the field at the 15-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce at this time a young man whose name and exploits on this very field are pretty well known to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad Zapanas.
Check. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's cold. I'm going to try to keep it quick, but do this. The last time I was field was my sophomore year when I played in the 2005 Turkey. And that was the last time I would ever lace up my football cleats. I didn't think I would be back on this field, but I'm so honored to be standing here today to speak about someone who would give anything to be back on this field. To speak about someone who would give up anything to lace up his football cleats and to go into battle with his brothers just one more time, especially for today's game. Before I begin, I would like to thank you all for coming. I would like to thank you all for coming out today to support both the Nashua North Titans and the Nashua South Panthers. Both these programs continue to set the bar high each year with outstanding coaches like Coach Roby and Coach Knight, who are two of the most dedicated individuals to their respective teams. I would like to welcome all of our Nashua High football alumni to the game today. Whether you wore the purple or the blue, you have helped build a rich tradition here in Nashua, and you have put forth the values and work ethic that can be used by current and future players to become better student athletes, and most importantly, better people in our community. Also, a special thanks to North Principal David Ryan and Athletic Director Tom Maria for inviting me to speak today. On Saturday, August 14th, a tragedy occurred that no player or coach could ever prepare for. During a routine drill at Nashua North, sophomore Cooper DuSet suffered a fracture to his C5 vertebrae and his spinal cord. Cooper was transported to Boston Children's Hospital, where he began a journey that would change his life forever. While Cooper was being evaluated daily, the support for his cause back here in Nashua was overwhelming. The Super Coop Fund was established and led by incredible people like Kathy Robert and Chris Ann Williams, friends, family, and teammates of Cooper raised money with yard sales, car washes, and passing the helmet at games, among others. Teams like the New England Patriots, New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and UNH football all generously showed their support with autographs and gear. My baseball teammates and coaching staff from Boston College were also able to visit Cooper in Boston. Cooper then headed to Atlanta, Georgia, in the Shepherd Center, which is the largest and the most successful spinal cord rehabilitation center in the world. Here, Cooper was able to become accustomed to moving more frequently in his motorized chair, as well as participating in more physical activities with encouragement from his brother Chandler and his best friend Mike Robert by his side. Throughout this entire process that nobody ever dreams of going through, Cooper attacked it with a strong determination and, most importantly, with a continued smile on his face. I met Cooper a few years ago when he was playing Cal Ripken baseball. His situation has hit home for me because he and I are both baseball players who gave playing football a try, and I put myself in his shoes often. My sophomore year at North, Coach Roby gave me number 11 to wear, and I wasn't really sure who made that number noteworthy in the NFL, so I was determined to make number 11 the best number yet. Then when Cooper played football this year, he also wore number 11, and in my eyes, Cooper DuSet is the one that has made number 11 the best number yet. He has been a true inspiration to me and to everyone in this community for the way he has courageously dealt with this unfortunate situation. I would like to thank everyone here for your generous support and what you have done to help ease the pain for Cooper and his family these past few months, especially to the Super Coop Fund and all of the kind organizations and individuals who have helped raise donations. Also, to the Nashua Fire Department, and most recently, Coach Bill Hardy, who helped with redesigning Cooper's home, and most importantly, Coach Jason Roby, who has shown why beyond being an amazing leader on the field, is an even more charismatic individual off the field, with all of his motivation and support for Cooper. It's amazing how quickly can life change before our eyes, sometimes for the good and sometimes for the bad. Cooper and his family have certainly battled adversity over these past few months, but it's so true that what doesn't kill you only makes you become a stronger person. Let's all think of Cooper's courage and strength to put our own lives into perspective and not take anything for granted. Cooper has certainly epitomized the definition of heart and soul, and he has given this Nashua North football team the willpower to succeed this season. I know you guys wanted to win that state championship more than anything last week, especially for Cooper. But the way you battled all year and the way you supported and carried Cooper on your backs is more important than any trophy that's going to sit in that trophy case, and speaks more about your character than any number on the scoreboard. You guys are already champions and will always be remembered for what you have done for your fellow teammate this season. So today, for the first time stepping back on this football field with his teammates since that summer day in August, ladies and gentlemen, let's all give a warm welcome back to Cooper DuSet.
I can't really follow up what he said. Brad covered everything. I wrote the speech for him, so. But I wanted to thank, my family wants to thank everybody in Nashua and all around the community that's helped us out. We appreciate all the support from not just donations, but the prayers and everything that's written. It really means a lot, and it's helped us, so thank you very much.
We're going to have Cooper do the coin toss in midfield, if that's good. Okay, let's do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Moving now to the 50-yard line. Our game officials will be meeting with the team captains for the coin toss. Coin toss determines who's going to kick off and who's going to receive. We're honored to have today among us Mr. Cooper DuSet. Coop's missed being here all season, and welcome him back here this morning. Coop, make sure they do this flip right. Our captains for North, number 5, Anton Marinchik, number 9, Brandon Carcanas, number 21, Tim Croto, number 47, Cam Duval, number 70, Zach Honeywell. For South, the captains are number 1, Keith Farkas, number 22, Dan McCormick, number 43, Alan Odell, number 52, Mike Brannon. Our officials for this morning's contest are back judge Brian Williams, our line judge Bob Zaccaro, our linesman is Mike Parkin, our umpire Dan Moylan, and our referee Kevin Staniels. South won the coin toss. They will defer, so North will be receiving. And North will be defending the South goal to begin the game, and South will defend the North goal.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Turkey Bowl 2010 on Nashua's ETV. It's always a super day. Today, it's a super Coop day, a very emotional day. Hello, everyone. I'm John Collins, along with Ron Ducky Welliver, a Nashua High School North coach, our football analyst today on the Turkey Bowl, lifelong Nashua resident. One of the most emotional days for you.
Yeah, John, I was hoping you'd give me another minute here, but it was tough to see. It's great to see Coop back, actually, and but it affects everybody. And the kid's got more guts, and he's on his way back home. He's on his way back. He's got a great attitude. His friends are surrounding him, and
he's optimistic.
Optimistic. We just wish him nothing but the best, you know. And this is the beginning of a long journey for him. Hopefully, he'll be back someday and then giving back to the community like we know he could.
I was thinking about that, you know, as we watched him down in the field. He's so young. He's got a lot of life ahead of him, and of course a physical battle. But he's already well along the way of winning the mental battle, it appears to me. So congratulations to Cooper for returning to the field.
He was our best receiver last year on the freshman team. Very, very good player, number 11.
And we are just about set for kickoff. As you can see, South will be doing the kicking off to North. The teams, Ronnie, they're 1-1 on the season. If you can look at it that way, this is the rubber game to decide that kind of a series. Although, you know, North won the most important game, the playoff game. South won earlier in the season when we thought they were the best team in the state.
After that game, I thought they were. They played a phenomenal game in that regular season game. Here comes the kickoff now, John.
And there it goes down the center of the field. Well struck by Chris Dennis, and it's going to become a touchback at the 20-yard line. North will take it 1st and 10. What do you look for from the North offense today, Ronnie?
Well, from both offenses, I think they're going to have some fun and let the ball air out a little bit. Obviously, South has to concentrate on Andre Williams. He ran for 280 some odd yards in the playoff game a couple of weeks ago.
5 touchdowns.
He was really focused, and they're going to have to stop Andre Williams. That's their #1 goal.
Well, you see Andre right there in the backfield next to his quarterback. Arcanis fires it to the left, to the right side, and it's out of bounds. Croto with the reception. It was almost a lateral, and it's going to go as a 3-yard loss on the play.
Actually, that was Julian Pays. Julian Pays. Tim Croto's a defensive end on defense.
Sorry, 22.
His first reception of the year, I think. He's a senior. Good for him.
They went right to him, but it was behind the line of scrimmage, and they lost, let's call it 2nd and 12 to begin the game here. And it goes to the right side, up the sideline it goes, and out of bounds is Williams' first carry of the game. Gets a gain of about 4 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Actually, that play was meant to go to the left, John. It's called a zone left. And Andre's had his best luck cutting back against the grain. And that's what he did on that play. It looked like it was actually going right, but he started to the left and cut back against the grain.
As you can see, North going with the no huddle in the shotgun. Back to pass. Launches it down the middle. It is off the hands of the intended receiver, Anton Marinchuk, and it will go as an incompletion in a punting situation. Well thrown ball right there, Ronnie. A catchable ball, I think Anton would tell you. The
game Anton played last week was absolutely phenomenal. 130 yards receiving, caught the only touchdown pass, making catches and playing all over the field. He'll be back.
Brandon Karkanis stepping up and making a nice textbook pass there. North not able to convert. They're going to have to punt here.
Usually if it touches Anton's fingers, it's a catch.
Yeah.
And it's a little cold out there today,
so
it was off the end of his fingers.
Doing the punting is Eric Moite, and he is going to be pushed back by the procedure penalty against North. He'll be punting from just about the goal line, just in front of it. Just underway in Turkey Bowl 2010. South comes up with a defensive stop on North. The punt's going to land short of midfield and bounce back toward the 40-yard line. It'll be downed at about the 42. 1st and 10. South with fantastic field possession for their first possession of the game.
And Eric Moites had a nice year punting the ball. He's actually led the team in receiving. And good story on that, John. You never know it by looking at the statistics on the online, because they forgot about the 120 yards receiving he got in the Central game. He was confused with Junior Brown. We'll get into that later.
A mathematical gaffe that I might have assisted in earlier in the season by an errant play call, calling the wrong receiver's name. And there's a fumble. It's on the turf, and North may have recovered it. Yes, they did. The first play of the game, South with a sweep right. The ball's on the turf, and it is recovered by the Titans.
Devin Blaze picked up that fumble, John. I'm not sure if it was the hit that caused it. It was a bad angle I was at. And Gauthier went out on a sweep to the right side, and hey, North got the first break of the day here. Let's see what they do with it.
Well, worse than an 8-yard loss. It's an 8-yard loss and a fumble right at midfield. The Titans regain possession and have 50 yards to go exactly to get a score here. Williams trying to pick his way through the center of the line. There's a rugby scrum there. He's going to be driven back after a short gain of 2. Actually, they could give him 3 on the forward progress. Excuse me, it'll be 2nd and 7. Great all-star crew here today on Nashua's ETV that our executive producer Pete Johnson has assembled. We have Mike Janes, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, and Jasenik Soto handling our camera work and sound duties today. It's an all-star cast, and we'll be very pleased to bring you this live broadcast on Thursday morning on Thanksgiving Day. It'll be rebroadcast, of course, during the week.
There goes Andre.
Williams breaks it out to the left sideline, and it's a touchdown-saving tackle that is put on him by Armand McCray, or otherwise Williams was gone down the left sideline. A huge gain for a first down.
Well, North went to their 2-back offense with the quarterback in the backfield, ran a power to the left side as Jamar Gathright led the blocking for him. Now they're in a full set backfield again.
Shotgun for Karkanis. He's got Williams in the backfield. He gives it the ball. Actually, it's not. It's Gathright. He's up the right slot and inside the 20-yard line. Huge gain on first down as North mixes it up.
That was the same play, other side. This time Jamar made the carry, and the left guard, I believe it's Tim Coy, made the pull, but Gathright beat him to the hole. Nice gain, though, 7, 8 yards.
So North just says forget the huddles, huh?
Yes, they do all. We have, the North, I'm trying to be unbiased there. They have wristbands. They call the play in with a color and a number, and
Gathright gets it again. He picks his way carefully behind the blocks. He gets a first down and more inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Titans, threatening to score first here in Turkey Bowl 2010.
Same play, power to the right side. What they have is a wristband. You see the North players looking over at the sideline. They look down at the wristband. They have the play. They know what to do.
Both banners that greeted the players when they came on the field today said stuff South, stuff North. So far, North's running game has not been stuffed. Williams is down, but the ball comes out late, so that'll be a downed on contact. He got his way down to about the 5-yard line.
Following the big block by the pulling guard, James Murphy.
They'll call it on the 4. It'll be second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Murph, the right guard for the Nashua North Titans, looking at Stonehill and Bates, wants to be in the medical field. Top 10% of his class.
Which one was that?
Murphy, the right guard.
Murphy.
Jim Murphy.
Good for him. Ronnie has scouted, he's researched, and he'll have more information like that about who's going where. Into the end zone it goes. No, it's indication. Really looked like the forward progress might have taken him across the line. They're going to down it just in front of the goal line. Inches to go. Third down and inches for North. So the question is, can South, in fact, stuff North here short of the goal line? The handoff is fumbled. It's on the turf. It's anybody's ball still. I think the Panthers have scooped it up.
Yes, they did, John.
Huge fumble. Inches away from the goal line, literally. The Titans turn it over. So two turnovers.
It looked like a low handoff from here, John. And you know what? Maybe that cold, the teams haven't played in cold all year. We've had great weather. It might have effect on the handling of the ball, obviously, in the first 2 series here.
Nice shot of Cooper DuSet on the sideline there, near the 50, watching his team stumble a little bit here. We are just underway in Turkey Bowl 2010. Already we've had 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles with 8:18 to go in the first quarter. South starts out first and 10 right up against their own goal line. The handoff up the middle for a short gain that appeared to be...
That was Paradise, wasn't it, John?
Yes, Paradise with the carry, Blaze with the tackle, and it'll bring up second and 8.
Derek Paradise having a heck of a year. He had 200-plus yards rushing in that regular season game against North. He's a heck of a junior back, John.
Keith Farkas has a receiver split wide right and left, but he goes up the middle with the handoff, and it is a first down, it appears. Very close to it, if not past the marker. Let's see how they'll measure it short. It looks like it'll be 3rd and 1.
Looked like a fumble, John, picked up by junior John Briere there, right near the end of that play. I'm not sure if they called him down, though, or what.
So it's 3rd and less than a yard here. Another key play early to see if South can sustain their drive. Receivers split both pairs wide left and right. One running back in the backfield for South. Long snap count here. Man in motion. The handoff to the fullback. He's got the first down. Just shy of the 20, it appeared that South picked it up, and they will move the chains.
What they do is they put Gauthier in motion like that, come back with Paradise to the opposite side counter. It's a good tackle there by Tim Croto.
Paradise with the first down carry. So just about 7 minutes even to go in the first quarter. No score here in Nashua's Turkey Bowl 2010. South, of course, in the purple uniforms, and North with the white jerseys and blue pants. Here's the pass, and it's incomplete, in traffic on the far sideline. As Farkas was trying to hit, it appeared to be his running back out of the backfield, and
that was Brandon Gauthier, John. He went motion all the way from the left side to the right. And the linemen don't show pass; they actually show runs. So they throw it behind the line of scrimmage, so they can get away with that. And but nice play by, I believe it was Andre Williams out there, right on the spot.
Yeah, he blew it up. He was out there where the you don't draw it up on the scoreboard or the drawing board for the defense to blow it up like that, but he did a good job. Handoff is a caper by Farkas, goes up the middle, and he gets a good 4 or 5 on first down.
Nice fake to Paradise.
Well, that was, excuse me, that was second down after the incompletion. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Sorry, right?
That's okay. 3rd and 6. There's no time to blink here, John. But
no, there isn't.
The signals are coming in. They're
in
bang,
the old
bang.
days, they used to huddle. Now it's the.
You mean the old days when I
tech.
played back in the 70s?
Right. Now it's all high tech and things are fast. Text messaging, touch screens and no huddles.
There's Gauthier in motion again.
Play action, throw in the middle, wide open, it's complete, down the slot, and he's got room to roam. Here goes Nick Pulio, he's down the left sideline, he's to the 20, a huge gainer, call it about a 60-yard pass play from Farkas to Pulio over the middle. Mr. Enthusiasm gets the sprint down the field on Thanksgiving Day.
Mr. Enthusiasm, that goes back to baseball, John. We watched him on the sidelines.
Yeah.
It's a nice read by the South coaches. They caught the linebackers cheating up on that run a little bit. Pulio got behind him on a little slant pattern. Nice play.
What a thrill that must have been for Nick Pulio to have that kind of open space on the turf of Mata Field at Stellos Stadium, rumbling and stumbling and sprinting down for 60-yard pass play. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. The handoff is up the middle. Paradis is going to back his way for another extra 2 or 3. A huge gainer on 1st down for the Panthers.
Looks like the game plan is send Gauthier in motion, either pass it to him, hand off to him on the sweep, or fake it to him, come back with a counter the other way to Paradise. And that's what they did that play. 2nd
and 4. As both teams try to catch their breath here. 2 turnovers have marred this one. That's why we're scoreless. 0-0 here with 5.5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Farkas on the keeper, thinks about the pitch, keeps it, jukes to the 5, in for the touchdown. Keith Farkas, great ball control and decision making by the South quarterback. He puts the first 6 points on the board.
I thought they had him, Johnny. They faked it, and I went with the option left. And the pitch man was taken away. He made a quick step inside and went in the end zone. It's a nice read by Farkas. I thought they had them both, actually. They had it covered well.
Farkas using the threat of the pitch to deke the defender and go in almost untouched. Great footwork by Keith Farkas. 6-0 as Dennis goes for the extra point. Chris Dennis to kick it. It is good. 7-0. South strikes first here in Turkey Bowl 2010. Of course, North, the playoff team, won by a couple of touchdowns 2 weekends ago. A thrilling game here at this very field, and then they went to the championship game, and it was Pinkerton. And
my hat goes off to Pinkerton. They played a heck of a game. They played a cover 2 defense, and they still managed to stop Andre Williams. Most teams go to a cover 0 to get that extra tackler up there to stop Andre. And but Pinkerton stopped him, took away that long ball, and the wind had a little effect on some of the pass plays. And you know what? My hat goes off to them. Right. But it's too bad. It was a tough emotional loss, especially for all the coaches to watch that.
Head coach Jason Roby has done a terrific job with his program, Ronnie. We were talking about early on after the split. Tom King was talking about and writing about the struggles that they had. And of course, I want to mention Tom King, the fine, I call him the Wikipedia of Nashua local sports, and under the weather. I'm so sure he's very sorely
Is that the only reason I got the last-minute call for this game? Is Andre Williams gets the kickoff?
We should have a 3-man crew, so you and Tom could fight it out. But no, we really do miss him, and want to see him back here in the booth with me for other sports. We got Ron Ducky Welliver, the
Thanks, John. Now all the players are going to know my nickname, John.
No, they don't know that?
Oh, they do, yeah.
Oh, okay. Right here, you got this is duct tape, right?
Yeah, that's right. Duct tape on the wall.
Sell it when you use actually, it's duct tape when we do the game on videotape. When we replay it during the week, we'll call it duct tape.
Anyway, Andre Williams gets a rare kickoff return against Nashua South because usually Dennis has put him in the end zone, and nice coverage by the South team. They're going to a full backfield now with Mark Levine giving Andre a little break.
On the near hash mark, it's 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Karkanis has backside pressure. I don't think he saw it, but he was able to pull the ball down and avoid another fumble at least, as Carmona with the sack.
Nice job, Carmona coming from the backside. He's a basketball player, leader on the defense from what I'm hearing from the South coaches. But Karkanis had Moite, Eric Moite slanting on the left side, but either he didn't see him or he didn't release it or was waiting for him to get more open.
Was that a blitz run or was that just a rush?
I believe it was a blitz. He came from the backside linebacker position. See him, he's jumping around now.
Good call. He kind of sniffed out the first down pass. It's off the fingertips now, collected by Gathright. He's got a first down just actually, so back to the line of scrimmage. Yes. I got fooled. He's out to the 30. It'll be 3rd and about 8.
And number 20, Jeff Carmona, was coming hard from the opposite side. So Dante Lorende, the offensive coordinator at North, called a quick bubble screen to the left. And Jamar made a nice catch off the fingertips.
Bubble screen. Like it. It's like bubble wrap at Christmas when you step on it.
Yeah, it's make a little curve when you go out. You just instead of just shooting right to the line.
Looking for that play call from the sideline. Are they getting it from Coach Roby or somebody else?
I can't say, John.
Oh, that's secret. Okay, so you don't want the opposition to know where they're looking. This is a live broadcast after all. It's batted down.
Again.
It's incomplete.
It's Jeff
pass.
Carmona again. Leader.
Carmona. He's been on that same warpath to the quarterback 3 times in a row, and it pays off 2 of the 3 times. One a sack, and this one a bat down. So Carmona
North is going to have to
up.
make some adjustments over there. Maybe bring a tight end in and get that backside block. Right now, Carmona's killing him.
Punting situation. And he has to scramble to get it off. Good job there by Moite to avoid a block. Fielded at the 40, and getting free is Pulio. Jukes his way to the 45. He refuses to go down until he gets into North territory. Great run back in traffic by Nick Pulio, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at about the 43.
I don't know, it looked like a block on the back there. That's something, but without seeing the replay, I'm not going to, things get by, but...
there have been no flags. Except for that was a procedure call, but I guess I got to say during plays there have been no flags.
Right now it's the 21 and 20 show. Nick Pulio and Jeff Carmona right now
Good
with
point.
the South team.
Yeah. So, 1st and 10 for South, already leading in this game 7-0. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter of Turkey Bowl 2010. South won the first meeting of these 2 teams this season. North won the playoff game. Who will win Game 3 here in front of the all-Nashua crowd? And the game maybe about 2 on 1st down.
Tackle made by number 71. There's Joe Dudker in there. Chris Anderson. Devin Blaze and a bunch of others. They got their nose in that play.
Call it 3 yards on the gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to watch out. They're sending Paradise out to that slot to the right. And I believe they're putting Basura in the backfield. Or is that Armand McCray? I can't see the number from here, John.
Right, he's profiled to us. Farkas, who has scored the only touchdown of the game on a keeper, hands it off to McCray. Finds his way past the 1st down marker, backs up and powers his way to a 1st down and more for the Panthers, right down the center of the field.
Tackle made by number 5, Anton Maruchnik. This is his last football game. I talked to him last night. He's looking at Bentley, BU Med School. Anton's had a great senior season, 130 yards receiving in the championship game the last week alone, John.
McCray is hit not till he gets about to the linebacker position on the 1st down carry. He is brought down there by Chris Anderson, but not until he gets a 5 or 6 yard gain. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
Chris Anderson doesn't make that tackle. It looks like he might scamper in the end zone.
North, I guess they prefer to stuff some of these at the line of scrimmage. Some healthy 1st down carries for the Panthers, and now it leaves them their options wide open here on 2nd down and 5. Farkas is going to throw a quick dart to the right. It is incomplete. It was intended over there for Brandon Gauthier, but you think he might have looked upfield a little bit early run.
Andre Williams is coming at you. You might want to think about that. And, it's a nice article this morning. I think Tom King did it on Gauthier about his path to this Thanksgiving game in his senior year.
Might want to check that out.
You didn't read the paper yet, John, this morning?
Not yet. It was all about getting here and the emotion of the moment, but it'd be great to read that over the meal.
Same play to Pulio.
Pulio avoids the first hit. Sprints to the outside. He's dragged down near the original line of scrimmage.
Flag
after
on the
all
play
that.
after the tackle by Eric Mute out there, John.
And we have our first flag during the play. Just under 2 minutes, 1:59 to go in the first quarter. We have a flag on the play. Let's see.
Now that Mute made the tackle, we can tell the Junior Brown story about.
Goes against North.
Junior Brown, the receiver for Concord, Central, had the same number as Eric. And during that game, you would come to me and said, "Oh my God, tell Eric that I called him Junior Brown a few times because you looked at your pass." And that happens. It happens to any of us. Well, the same thing happened in receiving as he had like 130 yards receiving that game. Didn't get credit for it. I think it went to Junior Brown because in the statistics.
Somebody listening to that game and they took my mistake to the
anyway, Eric's got over 500 yards
Yeah.
receiving this year. He's got 5+ touchdowns, and he's had a great senior year. Good for him. Looking at Fresno State, University of Virginia, Virginia State, and they're running track in college. And this is also probably his last game.
Wow, 3,000 miles apart. Fresno's in California, right?
He's looking all over the place. Good for him.
Pitch by Farkas to McCray. cuts it back inside. He's got a gain of about 5 or 6 on first down. The face mask penalty went against the Titans, Ronnie. Our officials today, that was Kevin Staniels, the head referee that made that face mask gesture. We also have umpire Dan Moylan, linesman Mike Parkin, line judge Bob Zuccaro, and back judge Brian Williams. From MSNBC. No, from
Brian
the
Williams.
NBC anchor. Up the middle, McCray to the 5. He is hit into the end zone for a touchdown. McCray fell forward after the hits, and he gets the second score of the game. The Panthers are up 13-0 with the extra point to come.
Well, it's going to be wake-up time for North pretty soon now. They don't want to lose this game. They come off a tough loss this weekend. And we all know, being on the other side of the ball when South lost and when South won that championship game, come back 3 days later, and we almost beat them 17-16. It's tough to get back up for it. It really is. And our kids have had
Chris Dennis
a
with the
decent
extra
week
point.
of practice, but most of it's been film, no pads, walkthroughs, etc. And they're all beat up and sore. And okay, they're back. Hopefully it's a wake-up call, get them going, and make a good game of it.
They have spotted the Panthers 14 points. It's 14-0. Nashua High South leading Nashua High North with 1:10 to go in the first quarter. John Collins with Ron Welliver and our talented camera crew and sound crew, Mike Janes, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, Jesenik Soto, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson. Thank you for watching the Turkey Bowl live here on Thanksgiving morning or the rebroadcast during the week. I want to say our hearts go out to the Nashua High School North principal, David Ryan, on the loss of his mom earlier this week. That's why he could not be here. That's always a tough time in your life that everybody has to go through.
I went through it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it's our heart goes out to him, absolutely.
So
let's see if we can keep it in ball and play here, John. Get a little run back going.
yeah, football, an emotional and physical game. North just had that playoff game on last weekend. South's had 2 weekends to rest. The wake-up call has been issued, and Williams slips to the turf. So things go from bad to worse there for the Titans. It's not a fumble, but it's a stumble at the 4.
And I got to give North credit. Chris Dennis, that's special teams, the kickoff teams. You kick it in the end zone all the time. I'll get it around the 1-yard line.
In high school?
That is such a huge advantage.
It is, isn't it?
And I believe Dennis he's a junior. They got another year of him, and he's putting him in the end zone already as a junior.
He'll be able to reboot next year, literally. And it's at the 4-yard line. It's 1st and 10, 1:08. 14-0. The Titans with their backs up against the end zone and the backs up against the wrong side of a score here. 14-0. Carcanis hands it off up the middle. Williams sure-footed this time, but he runs into a wall of purple and goes down just beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Tough to see who's making the tackles in there.
Yeah.
Looked like number 52, Mike Brannon.
We could have probably named 6 guys on that one. Yeah, feel free to interject any of these names. I know you said we had an interesting story on Ian Parsons, the number 79, the Nashua South
I'm hoping
player.
it's him. I'm hoping I have the right name.
Oh, you don't know for sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
there's a player on the South that we do know has 9 fingers, right?
yeah, I think it's Ian Parsons,
Yeah.
but I really don't know. I talked to one of the coaches.
Were we talking about for 2 hands total or on 1 hand?
2 hand total. And
Okay.
one of the coaches told me an interesting story about it earlier. But like I said, if it's not him, I'd hate to have.
I'm sure the football coaches, these disciplinarians, use that against you too. You know?
Some of the
you can't
stories
count
I
to
can't
10,
tell
right?
you.
Yeah, that kind of
Here's
thing.
Canis back to pass.
Rolling left, a nice dump off to Williams. He cuts it back to the right, up the middle, and Williams has a 1st down and more. The big back coming up with a big play here late in the first quarter when the Titans needed it most. Down 14-0. They keep the drive alive. Good play as Carcanis scrambling finds his star running back.
That's the end of the first quarter, John. And I wonder if that was a set play. He rolled to his left side, and that was either a slow screen or the rush got through. But he got the 1st down anyway. Dre was in position for the screen pass.
So after the stumble on the reception of the kick, Williams is able, it took a lot of work, but they were able to get past that first down marker and make it 1st and 10 here, just shy of the 20-yard line.
Well, this
a lot
is
of work.
Huge series for North. They cannot afford to go down 21-0. Not that they're going to give up. They never quit all year, but that's a big hole to come out of.
So they will switch ends of the field as they do here, quarter by quarter in high school football. We play 12-minute quarters. We've got a fresh 12 on the clock. It is the second quarter forthcoming here on Turkey Bowl 2010.
Not sure if the wind's a factor here, John. I think that there is some flags out there, so the wind is not blowing too bad. It shouldn't be a factor in the passing game.
We're nice and cozy in here with our
I just stepped on the mayor's toes. She's walking behind me here.
Mayor
Sorry
Lozo's here. Yes. She's always gracious enough to come in and say hi. And
I don't think this guy hi to me. I just stepped on her toe, but that's yeah. He's over there talking to Paul West. He's one of the South coaches, retired last year.
Right.
He's a statistician now over there with a big box of cookies.
So it is 1st and 10 as we begin the second quarter. Karkanis in the shotgun, hands it off to Gauthier. He cuts it to the right. He cuts it back up the slot. And Gauthier has a great gain on 1st down. He almost broke it to the 1st down marker.
That's actually Jamar Gathright, John.
Gathright had the carry, excuse me.
Brian Gauthier's number 4.
27, Jamar Gathright with a nice run, the senior. And it is an 8-yard gain on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 2.
That was a power run with Andre Williams leading the way. Now they got a tight end left, Sean. Look for Andre to come back this way.
This handoff is up the middle. Williams has got the 1st down. He breaks it back to the right side, to the 40, the 50. Williams may go all the way. He's got 2 men to beat. He goes out of bounds near the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 on a brilliant run by Williams. He cut out to the right side, got out of traffic, and had room to roam.
They ran a power to the left side with Cam Duval, came in at tight end. And Jamar Gathright made a block for him. He cut back to the right and off to the races for a nice, was it 40-yard gain, John?
About a 40-yard gain. Just underway in the second quarter, and now you see the Panthers defenders kind of trying to catch their breath as they're on their heels, trailing 14-0. Key drive here for the Titans, trying to get their first score of the game. Karkanis hands it off. This is Gathright to the left side. Gathright to the 10. Great speed. He's finally dragged down just inside the 5-yard line, or right at the 5, they'll call it. 1st and goal.
What North did on that play, John, is they put the same formation in with Cam Duval tight left, and they used Andre Williams as a decoy. Came back with Gathright back to the right side. He made a nice cut back to the left, made a big gain.
1st and goal from the 4. Gathright, great speed, showed that burst there to get the corner and more. Near hash mark, Karkanis talking to Gathright. He's got Williams on his right shoulder, and he gives it to Williams up the middle, bulls his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Andre Williams, who scored 5 touchdowns against South 2 weeks ago, has his first of the Turkey Bowl 2010. It is a 14-6 game now with the extra point to come for North.
No surprise there, John. They get right to Andre with a zone to the left side, straight running right up the middle. Nice blocking by the left side of the line. Zach Honeywell, an All-Stater last year. I believe he's an All-Stater this year too. And Tim Poy right over their backs.
So the extra point to be kicked here.
Sophomore Kyle Regan.
Regan's kick would have been good from 40 yards as he booms it through. It's 14-7. The Titans cut South's lead in half. That, of course, you saw it brought a big smile to the face of Cooper DuSet on the sideline, rooting his North team on here. An emotional presentation. If you missed it before the game, we will have rebroadcast during the week, of course. Cooper DuSet appearing on the field here. An emotional moment for everybody involved. The Titans did what they had to do, Ron. They got the wake-up call that you talked about. They got this big score. I think the key play of that drive was the last play of the first quarter where Andre Williams was able to get a 1st down there on the pitch.
That was huge. They don't get that. They're punting again. Now South's got the ball in good field position.
Right.
So that opened up a couple of long runs and right back in the ball game. 14-7. Now that's a big defensive series. They have to stop South to stay in this ball game. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
I mean, that drive was almost all about Andre Williams. He had the big 40-yard run in the middle of it, and then, of course, the touchdown push at the end. Nobody was going to keep him out of the end zone on that play. You saw it, and I think he pushed a pile of about 4 or 5 guys into the end zone with him. So that took.
Dre's looking at UMaine and UConn running track.
Andre?
Track. He's got 1,384 yards going into this game. He's well over 1,400 now. And it's a great senior season for Andre. Mark Levine's going to kick off. Mark Levine had a great first half of the year before he got injured.
I'm unbiased on this. I went to college in Maine. I'd say, Andre, go to Connecticut. It's a little further south. You know, you need that. Down the right sideline, good run back there by Derek Paradise, and it is a 1st and 10 for the Panthers with pretty good field position there.
Tackle made by number 21, Tim Croto. And Tim's a student in the top 25% of his class. You know what he said? He said to me, he goes, what's the best thing about football? He goes, you know what? He appreciates high school sports and what it did for him, and maybe someday he wants to give back. And that's a great thing to hear about these kids coming back. And we had a freshman coach, Gus Gustavo, come back and help us out. He played linebacker a few years ago, and it's nice to see these guys. Matt McGuire, a Nashua High star back in the late 90s. He's one of our coaches over at North, and a few of them are on the South staff also.
Farkas is in the shotgun. He is going to hand it off. Cut to the right. Paradise gets to the sideline. He is to the 50. Takes a hit out of bounds. Knocking him out of bounds was Moite, or he would have broken the distance perhaps. Paradise gets the ball into Titans territory. Panthers continue to move on the ball in offense here in the Turkey Bowl.
He's a force, Derek Paradise. Is a heck of a running back.
Timeout taken by the Titans. I don't think they like the way this momentum has gone right back to the in favor of the Panthers offense. They seem to be doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah, maybe Jason Roby and the coaches saw something. He's going to make some adjustments out there, maybe slow them down a little bit. In fairness to the South coaches, John, some of the South coaches that have played in the program at Nashua was Matt Fromont. You got Ray DeRusha, Nugget. Billy Munson played with North in that first year, big upset of South in that last game when they went. South made the playoffs, and North had like 3 weeks off. Bruce Bradshaw changed the whole offense around, went to what we call a scissors, triple full house backfield, and Bill Munson played in that game. And I think Ben Freeland played. A lot of kids are coming back and putting into the program and giving back, and I think it's a great thing. Because the coach is not getting any younger, John.
Right. I said earlier you were a lifelong Nashua resident. You're
lifelong.
Not.
I gave you a look when you said that.
Basically your whole adult life you've been here.
Yeah, but since I've been 22 anyway when I came up here. But we grew up in Boston, John. We don't want to get into that, though.
Right. That's another history.
You're from
Paradise, good juke, and he has got a first down. He spins. He put all the moves on display there. Derek Paradise gets a first down and more for the Panthers.
He put moves on there. Stuff like that we work when we do ball handling drills at the back, sidestep, hit and spin. He did all of that right then. Changing hands on the ball.
All in one play. Farkas on D. Oh, he gets the defense to jump. Flag flies. I don't know if that was a hard count or was that the look from the offensive line.
No, that was a hard count. He caught 3 of the guys.
Neutral zone
Wilson
infraction.
Pena, Zach Honeywell, and Tim Croto all jumped. It's funny, you look at
Honeywell's
North.
a big dude. He's 6'4", 250, 245.
Yes, he's a big kid.
Number 70 on defensive line for the Titans.
Plays offensive left tackle also.
Nice move again. Paradise has got the fancy footwork going. He's finally wrestled to the ground by the defensive secondary, but it's a first down gain again for South. They move the chains. They'll have 1st and 10 inside the 25-yard line.
So when Paradise sidesteps to the left like that, you can't even see his feet moving. His whole body shifts so fast. It's a heck of a running back.
Maybe he's playing that Wii game where you dance side to side. And Farkas is going to hand it off up the middle, slipping the one tackle and making another healthy first down gain. Let's see who's that getting up. That's Paradise again. He's the go-to guy in this drive.
They're going to stay with him until they stop him.
So it'll bring up a...
And one thing, when Paradise runs the ball, when you tackle him, he punishes you. He doesn't just go down. You know, it takes a toll on the tacklers.
They haven't moved the yardstick over on the sideline yet. The scoreboard says...
There he goes.
Okay.
Didn't have his coffee yet. He'll be all right.
Face mask against the Titans. They had one earlier, and that's going to hurt again, as this drive has just gotten another boost that it really didn't need the way they're moving the football. The Panthers now, 2nd and 1. Handoff up the middle. Paradise is going to break it to the right, back to the middle. Still on his feet. Paradise at the 3 before he's ridden down from behind, just shy of the goal line.
There's Andre Williams. On the
Williams
tackle.
saved the touchdown, but maybe only momentarily, as the Panthers, Derek Paradise has been putting on a display of fancy footwork in traffic to pick up big yards here. It's 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. South leading 14-7, threatening to go up by a couple of touchdowns again. And a wrestling match right short of the goal line. And the Titans will win that. That was a good tackle made.
That's Devin Blaze, John.
Devin Blaze
made a nice tackle. And
saves the touchdown. And then it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 2.
There's a straight dive from the left to the right, zone play. Now they're going the other side.
Paradise slips into the end zone. Touchdown for the Panthers. 20-7. The Panthers take a lead with 9:01 to go in the first half. Paradise making it, well, I won't say made it look easy. He made it look spectacular earlier in the run. That particular play was just your standard handoff and
Right, a dive right up the middle.
find a little hole and fall into the end zone.
Still got 9 minutes left in the half, John. This might be another track meet.
Another shootout. Chris Dennis with the extra point, and it's through.
Almost blocked by Anton Maruchnik coming from the backside. Just missed it.
You know, I think I gave him a hard time for those bright orange soccer cleats he's got on there earlier in the season, but I had just watched the World Cup, and I actually had priced those at the store, like $120 cleats he's got on there, and I'm sure he could kick with any shoes, but good job there. The extra point is good. 21-7, 9:01 to go in the first half. Commanding the lead again for the Titans.
Well, I'm sure kicking with a $130 pair of cleats doesn't hurt.
The Panthers are up.
The way he
21-7.
kicks, he can kick with a bare foot the way he's going right now, I'll tell you.
Right.
That kid can put his foot into the ball.
Right.
I'm surprised, John, you never commented on the signs over the Nashua South side. The A, B, the triangles, the squares. Where they hang up the signs to call plays. You notice that?
Well, yeah, we've commented it on earlier in the season, and I kind of left it alone because I can't decipher it.
Nobody can.
Right. Have you guys tried?
I'm not going to talk about that, John. It has something to do with this. They have 2 or 3 coaches.
Roger Goodell wants to know what you guys are up to.
They have 2 or 3 coaches calling the plays, and it's probably some signal to have one of the coaches. The players know who's calling the plays.
I just want to say that this is a really fun day for me, doing the game with you. We got the Turkey Bowl right here in front of us, a great crew, and hopefully you and your loved ones at home have some food waiting for you. And we got some
Susan, if you're watching,
Patriots
did you hear that?
and Lions, right? Patriots and Lions today. It's
trap game. Watch out for that. Here's Andre Williams at the 2, John.
Williams up the middle. He's got some blocking, and he's going to settle for about a 20-yard run back to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans as they try to cut this 2-touchdown lead down again.
Looks like junior Dylan Flesh was in on that tackle, John. I didn't see any other numbers there. Tough to see from this angle.
That's Ron Welliver. I'm John Collins. We have our full all-star crew on the field and in the booth. Mike Janes, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, Jacenik Soto, and Pete Johnson. On Nashua's ETV. We're bringing it live on Thursday morning, rebroadcast during the week, the Turkey Bowl 2010. The Panthers lead at 21-7, the Titans with the football, and this is a defensive stop, one of the rare ones on first down for no gain.
They went with Cam Duval and tight end to the right side with that spread backfield.
If you recognize some of these coaches, feel free to shout them out. We have a
I didn't see the
handheld
video.
camera down on the field, and we have, of course, here's the sideline shot. From
Now they're going to the spread where Anton comes in for Cam Duval.
on 2nd and 11, Karkanis over the middle has his man open. That was Gathright. Settled down in his zone, found some space, and he got very close. They give it to him. First down. Good job
nice
by
job by the
Karkanis.
line. Straight pass, no fooling around, no fakes or anything like that. And Gathright did a little curl about 10 yards over the middle, just enough for the first down.
Gathright split slot left. Receivers to the right as well, but the handoff goes up the middle. Johnson slips a tackler and tries to blocking sled his way up the middle.
That was Andre Williams.
Andre Williams.
Slow to get up, John. Maybe
Somebody is on the line.
That's number 73. 73 for North. Jake Pollard, left tackle.
The junior.
Only junior on the offense, Sean. It's all seniors.
A lot of good players are being lost to the Titans. The seniors graduating, of course. They read them off for the game. The guys that got them mostly that got him to the championship game.
2 years in a row, yeah.
Right, 2 years in a row.
2 tough losses.
Karkanis trying to take his team out on a winning note, but he has to come from behind to do it. Gathright gets the handoff up the middle. A very short gain will bring up 3rd and rather long, about 3rd and 5 or 6 here to go for the Titans to keep this drive alive in their own end.
That's that little dive play they used earlier at Success, where they used Williams as a decoy back there and hand off to Gathright. That time only 3 or 4 yards as opposed to about, 17 or so in that first carry.
You know, we haven't heard from Mr. Anton Marinchik in a few plays, Ronnie.
Well, he's out there now, John. Look for him now.
3rd and 6, Karkanis in a passing down here in the shotgun. Looking down the middle to the right, fires it over the head of Marinchik. He, some reason he was down on the turf on one knee.
I watched him. I watched the play. He did a little curl off to the right just past the first down marker. He slipped, went to his knees as the ball was coming. It was a timing play.
He slipped.
He slipped, he went down, and he was trying to catch it from his knees. It was a nice pass by Karkanis. Right
yeah, without the slip, they probably complete that pass. So unfortunate turn of events there for the Titans. They'll have to punt here, down 21-7. And just getting it off is Moite. Good job. It's going to bounce, and they might get a Titans bounce here, and they do. It rolls to the 15-yard line. So a good job by Moite, the punter.
Nick Pulio was back deep on that one. He's frustrated. He wanted the ball. He was clapping in frustration, and he wants the ball all day, John, it appears.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That's a tough position, isn't it? Punt returns, punt returns especially, because you got the thundering hoofbeats coming at you.
Everybody's watching you. Do you want to take a fair catch? Do you want to try to fair catch? Do you want to try to catch it? And
you got to make a decision.
I'm glad I wasn't back there.
Do you want to catch it on a bounce?
And then you got coaches yelling poison, which means get away from it when it's killing you and you want to pick it up and run with it.
I see. That's on the Patriots. That would be Welka that does that, right?
That's
a lot of times.
Welka. 6:41 to go in the half, John. 1st and 10 from the
dueling
Panthers
shotguns
16.
is what we have here on offense. And Farkas in the shotgun this time. He hands it off. Good job breaking down the right side as McCray, as he stays on his feet. He's finally dragged to the turf after about a 25-yard gain on 1st down. The Panthers just rolling out the yards here on the rushing yards.
Nice job by Amon McCray breaking some tackles on a basic off-tackle play to the right side. And Harmon's a junior. He'll be back next year. I'll never forget the freshman game. We had 6 seconds left. North was up by 6 points, or what we thought anyway, and McCray took it 66 yards on a rollout play, and the freshman won the game by 1 point over us. We knew McCray was something special at that point.
McCray gets it again. He is dragged by the thigh pad and finally put away by Cam Duval.
He was slowed down by Devin Blaze, and
then
Chris Anderson came in with the big hit.
So that's a good job by the Titans on 1st down. That time they stop the Panthers at only a 1-yard gain. They'll bring up 2nd and 9 as the clock ticks down to about 5:40 to go in the first half.
Looks like they're giving Paradise a little rest there from last time. Nick Pulio's in for him, and they got McCray in the backfield running it for the halfback.
Farkas, number 1, the quarterback for the Panthers, audibilizing at the line. The play is called. He's back in the shotgun. He's got McCray standing next to him. In motion there goes Pulio. The handoff is to nobody. Farkas holds on to it. He keeps it. Not much there, though. The Titans defense tightening up here. Late in the first half, it'll be 3rd and long, one of the few 3rd and long plays the Panthers have been faced with today.
Nice job by Tim Croto, right defensive end. He didn't go for that handoff, stayed right there and played pitch, and played the option, had the quarterback the whole way. Now you're looking for Farkas to air it out. 1,800 yards, John, this year. Farkas had a quarterback.
It is a passing situation for Farkas. He takes a 2-step drop and pitches it, however, and it's a 1st down and more. Rumbling down the right slot goes Chris Thistle. He's finally tripped up and downed way inside the Titans' territory. A surprise running play on what is seen to be a passing down, and it is a 1st and 10 situation for the Panthers.
Technically, that was a pass, John. It was a shuffle pass.
You're right, though. It was
shuffle
a
pass forward. Nicely set up by the South coaches. I'll give them credit for that one. And then Chris Thistle got a nice 30-yard gain out of that.
Perfect call in that situation, it turns out. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. 21-7. The Panthers threatening to go up by 3 scores if they continue this drive. Fake handoff, the pass in traffic. It is almost intercepted. It looked like 2 Titans collided as they both had a chance at it, Gathright and Marinchik.
Yeah, and also number 44, they're going right back to the senior, Chris Thistle, again, on a little out pattern to the left after the fake handoff. And,
Too much air under that pass, Ronnie. He almost got a pick.
I think Marichnik thought he had it easily, and the receiver was coming over, and they all bashed into each other. Thistle's a little shaken up, too.
You almost needed a baseball call. I got it on that play, to avoid the collision and execute the interception. But Panthers get a break there. Pulio's in motion, and he gets the fake handoff. The pitch goes to McCray, right sideline. He's got room. He's got one man to beat. Is Williams. Williams can't hold on, and it's a touchdown for McCray. Running down the right side for the fourth score of the game of the first half for the Panthers. They're putting on an offensive display, and they lead at 27-7 with the extra point to come.
Nice fake to the running back there, John. Basic option play to the right side. Tackler came up to make the hit on the quarterback, and a little pitch to McCray, and he was gone.
Well, this is the South team we saw earlier in the season. They had 2 weeks of rest. They've been practicing, getting ready for this game. The Titans coming off an emotional loss in their championship game, and the difference in, the difference in, what do you want to call it, intensity today is definitely benefited the Panthers so far today.
Based on what I'm seeing on the field, absolutely, John. And,
28-7, the Panthers lead the Titans with 4:17 to go in the first half.
Again, we'll go back to that situation. It's important for the North offense to get right back in this game, put something on the board before halftime. They have to stay in this game.
Well, we're looking at the South sideline. There's a lot of pleased looks on the faces of the coaches, frankly. I mean, they have executed their game plan almost to perfection. The only drawback really is the touchdown by the Titans, which was well earned. But
how do you see them smiling all the way down there? You have good
well,
eyes,
I was looking at the monitor.
You got that old baseball.
No,
oh, you got the monitor.
My eyes are Mike James and Tim O'Neill and Jim McLean and Jacenik Soto today, as our viewers too. And I guess you don't want to hear what's going on the Titans coach's sideline right now, because they're trying to continue to wake their players up, I think, here.
Well, I'm looking to Titan coaches off to our right here, and they're not too happy right now. But.
Williams fields it at the 1. He's to the 25. He's to the 30. He's down at about the 31-yard line. Good run back by Andre Williams.
Tackled by number 22, senior Dan McCormick, baseball player.
Right.
I think he's going to Vassar College or something, played baseball.
Vassar.
I think we talked about him in baseball last year when we did
Trivia question, where is Vassar?
I have no idea. No idea. He didn't make that tackle, though. Williams is going to break that one for a good game.
Somebody just Googled it at home and said the answer out loud, but I couldn't hear it. Handoff. Nobody. It's almost dropped. Williams does a good job of hanging on to it by his fingertips, and he gets a gain of maybe 1 or 2. A lot of work for a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Well, they had some success earlier with the run to Gathright, and they faked it to him in the line, and Karkanis went out for an option left, and thought we were going to get more yardage than that when we did.
Well, I think the one bright spot in the Titans' offense has been Karkanis' passing. I mean, he's a fun guy to watch pass. He's got good form, good arm. Maybe we'll see it here.
He doesn't throw many passes, and he'll get 130, 140 yards on 8 or 9 passes a game.
Right.
He's got some good receiving crew.
He's going to hand this one off, though, to Williams. And Williams stiff arms Paradise on his way out of bounds, but well shy of the first down marker, which is at the 41. He gets to about the 37. It'll be 3rd and 4.
That's two plays in a row that Paradise made the tackle on Williams.
Yep.
Now it's 3rd and 4, and we'll see what Coach Dante Lorende wants called down there in the offense.
I guess we got to keep our eye on Carmona, the number 20 on defense for the Panthers. We've seen him blitz a few times. Jeff Carmona in this situation. He is lined up as a left linebacker.
North just took out Cam Duval, and in comes Anton, number 5.
Looking to his right, Karkanis pump fakes, throws it to Marinchik. It is complete for a first down at the 45. Well executed curling by Marinchik.
Very similar. I think that might have been the same play the last time when he fell down at the knees. And the play was very successful last week at Pinkerton, where Anton caught 5 or 6 of those, 1 for a touchdown.
Good pass protection for Karkanis. He was able to double pump and still completed a dart to Marinchik. It's 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Carquenes had 1,811 yards going into this game, John, with 18 touchdowns.
3 minutes even to go in the first half. The Titans trail 28-7. They would love to get a score here to cut that huge lead down before we take the mid-game break, but it is a stuff for a loss on first down.
Nice play by number 64, Brandon Dubray, junior for South.
So North there in the white jerseys and blue pants, looking toward their sideline to Coach Roby, or whomever is giving them plays. Ronnie won't divulge that kind of information.
That's pretty obvious. Coach Chad Sabolis over there.
Oh, no, it wasn't obvious to me. Thank you very much. Here's our sideline shot from one of the sidelines here at Stellos Stadium. Carquenes back to pass. He sets up his screen, looked like. Over the middle, it's complete. Room to roam here. Still on his feet. Good job there by Javon Williams.
That was
was it
Andre
number 2?
Moite. It was Moite.
Was it Moite?
That was
I'm sorry,
Moite.
it was 8, not 2.
Nice block by
Moite.
number 70 with the lineman pull out to the left. It's called a jailbreak, where Moite fakes to the front, comes back to the backfield, and cuts to the inside of the field as the linemen come out and set up the blocking. It was a nice play.
Well-designed first down for the Titans. And now 2 minutes even to go in the first half as the clock continues to run here. Titans trailing by 3 touchdowns, 28-7, but a chance to do something before the end of the first half. Handoff. Up the middle it goes.
Mark Levine.
Levine has a 5-yard carry, looks like, on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. The clock continues to roll. Adam Lath on the...
Mark's a hockey player, John.
Mike Brandon, sorry, on the tackle.
Yeah, Mark is a hockey player. Took a year off last year. He's had a nice season for us. Got an injury about 5-6 weeks ago, a high ankle sprain.
Those are tough. 2-step drop. Carquenes is going to throw a moon ball over there, and it is incomplete. Good job to prevent the interception, basically.
Yeah, Javon Williams had a step on him down the sideline, and the ball's a little short, and he made a nice job to keep the interception. Now it's 3rd and about 7.
It was almost like Carquenes didn't get a good grip on that one when he let it go. It looked like it slipped out of his hand rather than was thrown.
He had Mark Levine off to that right flat a little bit out of the backfield. Not sure if the coaches saw that. Now they're going with trips to the right.
3rd and 5. It is 2-down territory for the Titans, but they're up against the clock, too. 117, swing pass, a lateral to Williams. He is to the 35. He is to the 30. He's got a first down. He keeps on his feet. He's inside the 20. First down and 10 for the Titans. Andre Williams with one of his best runs of the day. After the lateral.
The North offense went, that was actually a lateral. North offense went to trips to the right, and it was a quick pass down by Williams with the 3 blockers already out there, and he did the rest himself.
Right up to the line they go, and there's still more than a minute left here.
Now they got trips to the left side, John.
Carquenes is going to throw another lateral to Williams, and he is going to the left side now, and he's up to the 10 before he's hit, and the clock continues to roll. The official on the line, the side judge over there, it looked like it was Bob Zuccaro called it inbound, so the clock continues to roll. 42 seconds, 40 seconds.
Same play left side, John.
Titans. That'll stop the clock with 39 seconds to go in the first half.
Trips to the left side, send Williams quickly out of the backfield, and a quick screen to the left side. Same play we just saw, just opposite side.
Al Neville's got something to say right here to his team. What do you think?
I'm sure
Coach
he is.
Neville, there he is right there in the foreground with the white hair. And
oh, I see it on TV now.
He's had a pretty good half for his team, but he doesn't like the way things are going on this particular drive as the Titans are trying to go down and get their 2nd score of the game. A lot of talent in that Titan offense, man. I mean, to keep him for 7 points for a whole half, that says a lot. But Coach Neville would like to see maybe force a turnover here. There have been 2 turnovers in the game, a couple fumbles. The key fumble, the Titans.
Key fumble was down on that 2-yard line. That was a key fumble.
Yeah, I mean, that was 4th and
14-point turnaround.
That was 4 inches to go to the end zone when they fumbled that, really.
14-point swing, I think we call it.
Yes.
There's Kathy Robert coming into the room, John. You're going to interview her at halftime, are you?
Yes.
Not, or is she just coming up?
No.
She's
nice
drawing
to meet you, Kathy.
We're also drawing the bicycle that was being raffled off for Cooper.
We're looking forward
Back
to
the game.
That. So 39 seconds to go. Carquenes rolls to his right, throws it up in the air, and Williams is going to fight for it. Intercepted by Paradise with the interception and the touchback. It is a turnover. And Al Neville's defense, the coach, the defensive coach of the Panthers, does get his way. It is 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 31 seconds to go in the first half. And no score again. They knock on the door and fall short. The Titans got to be frustrated.
Oh, quarterback Brandon Carcanis threw a fade pattern to Javon Williams. I believe he had some height advantages. Plus, Javon's a basketball player. He can jump. Threw it up high, and give South credit. They made a nice play. Tipped it to Paradise for the pick.
It was
another
tip.
big turnover.
It was not, he didn't go straight up and grab it. He caught it on a rebound. And heads-up play by Derek Paradise, who's played great both ways in this game. Let's see if the Panthers try to make hay with this 31 seconds or just basically...
I'm sure they're going to try to put it in again, John, before the end of the half.
Wow. Ambitious from their own 20 with 31 seconds left. Fake right, throw left, and it's Paradise giving him a chance. He's got some room. He's down to the 40, gets tripped up, and he is out of bounds. So it stops the clock at 23 seconds to go. You're right.
Nice job by the South offense. A fake screen right. Lyman went off to the left side. Two of the left linemen, number 79.
They believe
Ian Parsons with the 9 fingers was out there.
Oh, there he is.
Yes, making the block. Nice setup. Screen was set up nicely. Over to Paradise, and he was off to the races.
They're trying to prove they can go 80 yards in 30 seconds. Let's see.
They're an explosive offense, John. There's no reason why they can't. Brendan Gauthier goes in motion.
And the hike is to Farkas. He fakes
Same
left,
thing
throws
other side.
right. It is complete with blocks. Goes Nilson Basora. Basora is wrestled down inside the 40. And there are 14 seconds left to go. Timeout called by the Panthers.
There's a very similar play, John, to the last one. And not only that one, but also the North play where they threw that pass to Eric Moite where he comes off the line. Bubbles back in the backfield. The linemen come over to set blocks for him, and he cuts right down the field. It's called a jailbreak is what we call it.
I must be watching too much SEC football where they get 30 seconds left in the half and they take a knee. These guys are like 30 seconds in the turkey. Well, let's make every second
count.
No one's
taking a knee there. There's again, they faked it to the left, screen back to the right, and
they've only taken 16 seconds off the clock. This drive started with 31 seconds to go in the half. Now there's 14.5 left, and they are in Titans territory with a chance to score here still, up 28-7 and looking to score some more.
Both explosive offenses. You got a big lead. You got to try to punch it in before halftime and get even more out of it. And that's what they're trying to do. With 14 seconds left, I'm sure they'll be going to some type of... I'm not sure they're going to go right to the end zone, John, although Farkas does have the arm to reach the end zone. They can look for something midfield with a couple of blockers for one of these backs, and who knows, they might go to a screen again.
That's Keith Farkas in the shotgun, number 1 in purple for the Panthers. Pulio comes in motion from right to left. A 3-step drop. He is stepping up. He was almost sacked. Throws it down the middle. A diving try. It looked like, was that Paradise? No, it was number 30.
That's Brandon Gauthier.
Gauthier with
number 30,
nice
Andre Williams right on him. That was a nice pass, too. Right on the money. Just off his fingertips as he made a dive and try. Give Gauthier credit for a nice effort.
Farkas showed quite some arm strength there to sling that out about 35 yards in the air.
I told you, John, he could reach the end zone from there without a problem. So they may go right to the end zone here or look for a screen pass to maybe Paradise or something like that.
Yeah, they got to be clock conscious now. 8.2 seconds to go, 28-7. Trying to add to that score, the Panthers, right before the end of the first half. Farkas tucks it under his arm. He's going to try to run it. Tackled short of the 30, and it's 1.5 seconds left to go. Final timeout. Panthers, they are going to throw the ball, I would imagine, into the end zone. Oh, they could still do what you talked about, maybe try for a tricky play. And
well, North had 2 linebackers in there, and Devin Blaze made the tackle there, but that could have fooled them, you know. But now you're looking at something, one of their speedsters. You got McCray, you're going to be out there.
Yep.
You're going to have Brandon Gauthier to the end zone. I'm sure he's just going to throw it up to the end zone right now, or look for something 10 yards downfield with a couple of blockers for him off to the side. Who knows what they're going to play. But or they could throw back that trick play they had earlier. Who knows?
Be interesting to see what they come up here with. 1.5 ticks left in the first half. The Titans, who had such an emotional pregame with Cooper DuSet in attendance.
Tell me about it.
Maybe got drained by that experience a little bit. And it is a dominant performance so far by South, up 28-7, and looking possibly to launch one into the.
He's going to kick it.
Going to try to kick it.
Watch
it's going to be a
fake.
50-yard field goal. if he hits it. The ball's being set up by Nick Pulio, the holder, right at the 40.
Well, Dennis can make this. He
He's
kicks
got
it to
a
the end
big
zone.
leg. Let's see.
But that's a tough kick for...
It'll be a 50-yarder if he makes it, probably a Turkey Bowl record. It is a low liner. It's got a chance. It is just shy of the goal post. It probably would have been good from 40, but not from 50.
Yeah, I need a little more height on that.
Yeah.
That probably would have been good. That's a nice kick, though.
Sure
About
is.
49, 48-yard field goal, if it was good.
Good bid by the Panthers. They go to halftime leading 28-7 as the Nashua crowd comes to their feet and gives both teams a rousing, but mostly the South team, a rousing round of applause as they head into the locker rooms. I'm John Collins with Ron Welliver. You're watching the Turkey Bowl 2010 on Nashua's ETV. We have our full crew here: Mike James, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, Jasenik Soto, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson. And before the bands get on the field, Pete, do you want to go right to the interview right now? Okay, let's do that. Do we have an extra microphone, or just we'll give one of our headsets to somebody? Why don't we start the interview, Ron, huh?
Got it. I'm going to go take a break, and I'll give Kathy my headphones.
Kathy, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience? And I know a lot of them already know you, but just a little summary of what was going on today.
My name's Kathy Robert. I am friends of Cooper DuSet's family in Cooper. Cooper has been in my life since he was about 5 years old. So he's a very important person to me.
I can tell. I mean, this is unprecedented in Nashua, I think, of what has gone on since August 14. That must have been tough just to get that initial phone call.
It was awful. It was absolutely awful.
Right.
It was about 9 o'clock on the 14th that night, and Cooper's stepmom Sharon called and wanted us to know that Cooper had that accident, and he was life flighted to Boston, and he would be there, and they weren't sure what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
Very, very scary.
Now that we know the medical, how would you describe what's going on in the weeks and months that have since that happened? It's just been like the community coming together, basically.
It's amazing what the community has done. People say that we split the schools, we split everybody up, and there's North against South, but you certainly wouldn't tell that in our community. It's Nashua has come behind Cooper, regardless of what school you go to, what church you attend, or where you are.
I think we all do this when you look at a young man in a chair like that. First of all, it's very hard for everybody to deal with the reality of the situation. But you ever, I put myself in that situation. I don't see myself being as smiling or upbeat or optimistic as this young man is.
Cooper's been amazing.
Yeah.
We went and saw him in Atlanta, my son and I, and even there, he was just so upbeat, and the friends he made there, he had a smile. He's still Cooper, regardless of the fact that he's still in a chair now. He's still Cooper. Yeah. It's amazing what he's gone through and how he's still positive about it.
Now, what is the situation with the family? Is there a caretaker fund that people are contributing to, or?
It's the Super Coop Fund.
Yeah.
Because it is absolutely amazing what has to be done, what it costs.
It costs a lot, doesn't it?
It's astronomical. You can't even begin to imagine. Insurance doesn't cover a lot of it, or it covers very little of it. So the renovations to the house, they need a van, they need to, all the equipment they need now in the house to be able to keep Cooper functioning. Yeah. It's astronomical. It's not even, it's just so amazing to think of what it's going to cost them.
What has gone on at this particular day of Thanksgiving for the Super Coop Fund?
We are raffling off a bike. We are raffling off a play set, and we're selling T-shirts and sweatshirts, our Super Coop logo.
And there's a website, right?
There is. It's supercoop.org.
Mary, thank you very much for bringing this to our attention at halftime today.
Thank you.
I guess we're going to watch the bands play, and you're going to be rooting hard for North, right?
Absolutely.
For the second half to make this a game. We all are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for bringing this important message to
Thank
the
you.
Super Bowl game.
Thank you very much.
That was the Nashua High School North Marching Band. I'm John Collins. We're at halftime of Turkey Bowl 2010 with the mayor of Nashua, Donna Lee Lozo. Thanks for coming on, Donna.
You're welcome.
I love your button, Cooper
My
DuSet.
Super Coop?
Yeah, there he is, smiling Cooper DuSet. It was an emotional pregame, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Yeah.
But, you know, his spirits are high, and I think he feels very embraced by his community.
He absolutely should. I mean, Ron Welliver, who has been a North coach, he had to take a moment away from the broadcast to wipe away tears. A lot of people were doing that. So here we are. I want to thank you for opening up the parking lot. I've come here a lot of years. That's always been blocked off. It's the professional doctor's office's additional lot, you could say, across from Conway Arena and this parking lot here at Stellos. How did you do that? What happened there?
Well, we call it the 505 lot.
505 lot.
Well, what happened was we just formed an agreement with the condominium association that owns it and the YMCA, which is coming in here, as you know, and with Stellos to open it up for 6 games a year for our busiest times. So it's really terrific. We had a bit of a snafu this morning. People weren't sure that it was supposed to be open, so we got it open a little bit late, but it's up, and I think it'll make it a lot easier for people to come to games here.
I like how you say we. You made the call, right? You made that call. You said, I'm the mayor of Nashua. I want this lot open now.
No, I don't have to say that. I
no,
just
you
said,
don't.
Bob,
That's
it's
not how
Donna
you.
Lee.
That's not how you rule. Not with
No.
an iron fist.
Not
That's
how
how you
I
get
do
things
it.
done. I was here one day. I was walking out of the building. I think it was the visiting team from Exeter. I think it was. One of the parents mentioned they looked at the building, which is going to be the YMCA, and they said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's going to be the future YMCA." And they were very impressed. A lot of people should be, right? I mean, that thing looks like it's.
Oh, this is going to be a great campus for different recreational events, and you know, it's the center of the city. It's a perfect place for a lot of youth activities and family activities.
How's Stellos looking to you? Any improvements need to be made here? Or?
No, we got a new flag from the last game I was at. I saw the American flag needed to be new.
Yeah.
But they're working on enough money to replace the turf at some point over the next year or two. But other than that, we are so fortunate to have such a beautiful stadium here.
This is Donna Lee Lozo, the mayor of Nashua. I've seen you at so many Pride games and sporting events and the football games. Are you a big sports fan? Like, do you have a favorite sport? Or
Football's my
football
favorite
is,
sport.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so,
just a little chilly.
Right. And you don't have a favorite team, right? You just want Nashua to win.
Right, Nashua. It's all good. It's all Nashua. Yeah, I usually wear purple and blue together. So.
Oh, that's right, huh? So you don't offend the people. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on with us. Appreciate it. Donna Lee Lozo, the mayor of Nashua. Nice to see you as well. And enjoy the second half.
You too.
Even though you have to go back out in the cold.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. That's a good point. Thanksgiving message. Did you write anything on the website or?
No, I didn't. But you know, I always take an opportunity to send out Thanksgiving wishes to our community, to families, and to those that aren't in our community during these times, serving abroad.
Are you cooking at home today?
We are cooking at home today. My oven's actually in charge right now. Hopefully it's going well.
Hopefully things are going well. Note to the Nashua Fire Department: if you see any unscheduled smoke, you might get over there. Thank you, Donna Lee Lozo, the mayor of Nashua, and we're watching the.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did? Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Personal foul, inactive activities on a glorious day.
Huh?
Let's get out there and play!
Sweet. Ooh, freeze!
When do I get to be in? Uh-oh. Hey, Reggie, frozen people can't talk.
P-L-A-Y!
An hour a day.
I'm it. There are lots of great play ideas online, but don't stay too long.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Turkey Bowl 2010. John Collins with Ron Welliver. And
why are you wearing baseball batting gloves?
I wear them in my house. I wear them in my house. I swing a bat in my house. I love wearing baseball bats.
You're old. Baseball time is over. The over 50 league is calling your name. You got to give it up someday, brother.
You know, it's just the right, dexterity in here too. I got dexterity with these, but they're also warm, but they're not too warm. They're perfect.
Could I have them bring them down to the North Backs and maybe?
Can I get an endorsement deal? Now that we brought them out in the open, Franklin batting gloves are great. And I got the black and white matches the jacket.
If some of you don't know, John and I, we met back in 1995. Was it 95? Played 95. Over 30 baseball league for the Merrimack Brewers.
And I was like, who is this guy? He just, he's so loud. He's always enthusiastic. He was great to play with you.
Well, that's why I like Nick Pulio so much. The kid,
Right.
look at him. He's over the sideline, running around, doing his stretching.
Number 21 in purple.
I never met the kid, but
He's
I just
off
like.
the right side of that camera as you look down on the field, I think.
But that was a long time ago, John. We're looking, what, 1995?
There he is right there.
15 years ago.
Good job. 21 right there. Ready to go.
He's a
That's the kind of enthusiasm you like. And that's what it's going to take. The Titans, they got to get infected by somebody over there to come back and get the enthusiasm and get those 21 points back.
I went in the locker room, down in North locker room, and coaches are making their best adjustments. Making their best adjustments, and hopefully the kids will respond and
Is
get
he
back
going to
into
give them a
this
pep
game.
talk right now? Is he going to say, hey, guys, 21 points?
Good possibility. His good friend Andrew Moite is walking him over to the sideline with him, with the coaches right behind Cooper DuSet. And I think they made the drawings for the bicycle and also the...
You made the drawing for the bicycle.
Well, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. So we are just minutes away from halftime. Did you get out and listen to any of the halftime talk at all? Because I know you like to be in on that.
I'd like more of the pregame talks.
Yeah.
Jason listening to Jason Roby makes you want to put the pads back on pregame. And over the years, I like being in there pregame.
He's an inspirational talker, is he?
Halftime, yes, he
coach?
is. Yes, he is. He's a passionate coach. Obviously, he does things for the kids and for the team, and he's a motivating coach. Halftime is more of making adjustments, meeting with players, defensive coaches one side, offensive coaches to the next. The trainer, Amanda Canning, wonderful trainer from UNH, been with us for about 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
And she's got all her staff of high school girls working on the kids, fixing their taping up their arms, etc. And I can't go without mentioning Amanda. She's just a great trainer for our school, as I'm sure Billy Kloss is over at South too, but I know Amanda personally, and my hat goes off to her. Actually, I usually get injured once a year anyway. I end up in the office. She's treating me for something. You know you get an old John when you get hurt just practicing with the kids.
I'm looking down at number 8 here on the sideline, Trevor Knight. He's a freshman. He's taking some throws.
Our freshman team played against Trevor, and he's Scott Knight's son. He came to the school, and
he's an up-and-coming
being a coach,
player,
I've coached with coaches before that have coached their sons, and to him to come here, let me see, Trevor Knight's the real deal. He's the future of this program coming up at quarterback. They got some good backups ahead of him, obviously sophomores and juniors. I'm not sure if we might see them today. But Trevor did a nice job in that freshman team, and look for him to make some noise in the next few years.
Yeah, in football especially, you don't become a championship player overnight. It takes years and years of work.
I'm not sure if his dad had any influence on him. I mean, Scott Knight was a lineman, a power lifter, and Trevor's a quarterback.
Right.
And pretty fast kid. He's been on the sidelines for Nashua before they were Nashua South. And a little kid running around the sidelines. Now the North coaches have their kids running around, and it's hopefully somebody see them out here in the field and making their impact.
There you see the score. South is leading this 28-7. It's been a team effort on offense. They've really mixed it up well. Have the Panthers. Andre Williams has the lone touchdown for the Titans, and he scored 5 touchdowns against this Panthers team 2 weeks ago. That seems like a long time ago. These two teams had come out with different intensity levels today. The emotion of the Cooper DuSet pregame appeared to drain the Titans a little bit.
Truthfully, I think they were drained coming into it, John, after coming off that championship game and trying to get back to practice and heal up the nicks and bruises a little bit and then try to get ready for this game.
Right.
Mark Levine looks like he's ready to kick off, John. Here comes the second half. Do we have a comeback or do we have a blowout? I guess that's the question.
We want a correction on Mark Levine's name because he's a hockey player too, and we got the correction back when we
Is
did
it Levine?
Hockey. Yeah,
I call him
prefers
Levine.
it. He prefers Levine.
Mark Levine it is. He's kicking off. He's a lefty.
And there he goes. Levine's kick is down the middle, end over end.
Brendan Gauthier.
It's Gauthier with it at the 15. He is hit at about the 30 and brought down after a 15-yard return.
That was Chris Anderson making the big hit over there. Chris is one of the juniors on defense, a passionate player. Plays with his heart and plays hard all the time.
See that great handheld shot that shows the getting up slowly, Brandon Gauthier after that.
Limping off to the side now, John.
It's like he's favoring that right foot or ankle.
Looks like number 44 is coming in for him. That is, made a nice play. Chris Thistle.
Yeah.
Nice shuffle pass from earlier in the game.
Yes,
from
he had a nice
Farkas.
One of the players on offense has contributed to this 28-point attack through one half of play. The Panthers with a chance to come up with a real dagger here at the beginning of the second half. They have possession of the ball and a 21-point lead and a chance to add to it. Farkas in the shotgun is going to hand it off to McCray. Around the right side, he's got a block. He is wrestled to the ground after an 11-yard gain for a first down to about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
That play was made. It was a speed sweep to the right side after he was in motion. Great crackback block by Derek Paradise on the on Mike Lynch, the defensive end who's coming off the field, number 56 right now for North, and sealed him off, and out to the outside went McCray.
The offensive line for South has been blowing open some big holes. The running game has been highly successful here in this Turkey Bowl. 12-minute quarters in high school football. The pitch is to Thistle. The shuffle forward. He's got 5. He has got maybe 6 before he's pushed sideways and down by Marinchik. And also in on the tackle was Mark Levine, number 31. It's a gain of about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
That appears to be his Thistle's play there. A little shuffle pass to the right and left. As Farkas made it look like an option, and a handoff first, then an option. Comes back with a nice shuffle pass.
One-step drop. Farkas fires left. He has a receiver, cutting it all the way back to the middle, and a first down and more. Nice run after the catch by Nilson Basora, number 3. Not quite sure if they draw it up to cut back into traffic like that, but he made it work.
Well, they throw the quick wide screen out like that to get him one-on-one on a cornerback. All you do is break one tackle, and you got at least a 5-yard gain. That's exactly what he did. Broke the tackle, made a nice step to the inside.
And there you can say Nilsson, he spells his first name Nilsson. He split it wide left again. Farkas is going to hand it off to Paradise up the middle. He had a terrific first half. That's his first carry of the second half, and it goes for only about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle was made by senior Cam Duval, baseball player, third baseman. Looking at Sacred Heart, John, UNH, New Haven, Plymouth State College, WPI. Football season, nobody knows where they're going to college yet. They got the applications out everywhere, and that's why some of these kids have more than one college.
Early in the season, right? Yeah.
But baseball, if we do another game, then we'll know.
We'll know. It'll be in the spring.
It's Paradise again.
Skids and slides forward to about the 40. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So question is, will South go with a run here at 3rd and 3? They probably will consider this 2-down territory. Maybe too far to kick the field goal again. Chris Thistle did attempt a 50-yard field goal at the end of the first half. That was very interesting. He fell about 10 yards short on the kick. But it's too close to punt also, so they might be going twice with the runs here. Farkas holds on to it. He's got the first down. He's to the 30. He spins his way and churns his way down toward the 20. Great run after contact for Keith Farkas. Gets the first down. It is 1st and 10. The Panthers continue to move the ball offensively.
Nice belly fake right in Paradise's belly. We had Chris Anderson making the tackle on Paradise, and I think he fooled everybody when he pulled it. He pulled it and went to the left side. Back to Cam Duval, John, number 47. He's one of the most emotional players on the field. Always leaves everything on the field with him. And sad to see this may be his last football game also. And that looking to play baseball in college.
Farkas's pitch goes to Paradise. He cuts it to the right. Actually, that is not Paradise. It's number 30.
Brendan Gauthier.
Brendan Gauthier, and he is
might
down
still be
behind
suffering
the
a
line
little
of
bit.
scrimmage.
Might still be suffering a little bit of a limp from that injury a few plays ago.
Yeah. I think even with a good ankle, he would have been stopped there, as the Titans seem to sniff that one out early. Loss on the play of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13. Ball at the 25.
A rail loss, mind you.
Farkas with a deep 3-step drop. He sets up, looks down the middle of the
Paradise.
field. He's got an open man. Paradise perfectly thrown pass. Derek Paradise with a touchdown from Keith Farkas from 25 yards out for the first score of the second half. A 34-7 lead for the Panthers.
Well, Paradise came right out of the backfield. The safety was covering one of the receivers off to the other side. And Paradise just ran straight down the field from the backfield through the line of scrimmage and right past the linebackers. And we saw it opening up there. Nice throw by Farkas, give him credit.
Yeah, that's one you just watch and appreciate the execution of the offense. Keith Farkas Nice touch on that pass to Paradise, and it just nestled into his hands on the run in stride as Chris Dennis adds the extra point. It is a commanding 35-7 lead for the Panthers over the Titans here in Turkey Bowl 2010.
With his orange kicking shoes, mind you, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
If he paid 100 and whatever for that, they're well worth it the way he kicks the ball. Let me tell you,
Right.
John.
He might have got them directly from Kaká. You know
What?
who that is, right?
No,
I knew you
I don't
didn't know. You don't want to know what that is, right? I watched a lot of World Cup. There was a lot of one-name famous soccer players. He's one of them.
God bless
The other
you
one's
if you can sit through a
Messi.
soccer game. God bless you. I mean,
My kids are
nothing
getting-
against soccer. I think they're
Right.
great athletes.
Oh,
But
yeah, great athletes, yeah. I mean, that was my kids got a kick out of the fact that in one game, the best players were Kaká and Messi. All right?
all I know is every time I was on TV, all you could hear was those horns.
Oh, the Vuvuzelas. Actually, Bob Hall made a proclamation before this game. No air horns. I think the Vuvuzelas count as an
Well, the
air horn.
neighbors go crazy and make too much noise here. But
Ah, that's
luckily,
good.
the mayor's here, and the
The
mayor.
mayor.
I'm not worried about
She
that
would have
right
made
now.
a phone call, too. No more air horns.
I got to mention Coach Gus Esquivel, one of our freshman coaches, came back a few years. I butchered his name earlier in the broadcast. I
What you call him, Escalade?
I don't know what I call him. But
Esplanade?
I talked to him in the locker room. I go, oh, Gus, I'm sorry. I butchered your last name. Andre Williams with the reception at the 8-yard line.
He's got some room. Williams with the sprint. Can he break free? He's to midfield. He's still on his feet. He's finally dragged down at about the 46-yard line of the Panthers. Andre Williams, that was his best return. He's had a couple. That was his best. It was to the 46 of the Panthers. 1st and 10.
He was fighting and scrapping for every yard. It reminds me of the Salem game, and Salem was up 42-7 right before that. They were up actually 35-0. Andre they threw a pass from the 3-yard line. Andre picked it up.
That
Ran
was
104 yards for a touchdown. Supposedly turned the game around. Well, they were in the kickoff right back. It was 42-7.
Oh, they ran one back too?
But actually,
that was the basketball
It was
score game,
67
right?
to 55 or something. We actually outscored them. There's a quick screen to the left side to Gathright.
Incomplete. He had to go up and get it. It was not a lateral, so it goes as an incomplete pass. He had Marinchik and Moite
They
out
went
there
trips
as
left.
blockers.
Went trips left. Little bubble screen to Jamar Gathright, and a little bit behind him.
Lay that jargon on us. That trip screen and the bubble. And
I don't know where that comes
what's
from.
the
John.
trip for? What's the word trip? Why is that?
Three
used?
receivers to the left side.
Tree.
So we call it
Three.
ace flip, but
Okay.
it's 3 receivers to the left side. It's Moite, Anton Marinchnik, and you got Jamar Gathright out to the left with Javon.
We'll probably
Javon
see
Williams off to the right.
Carcanis throw the ball a lot here in the second half, down by 4 touchdowns. Here's a pass to the right side. It is complete to Javon Williams. He's driven out of bounds after about a 5-yard completion.
What I like about the trips, John, it leaves Javon Williams, very fast receiver, out one-on-one on the right side. Or when you go trips to the right side, leaves Eric Moite, number 8, one-on-one with most cornerbacks in the Division I. Can't cover him one-on-one. It's hard to.
Correction.
Although they got a nice guy, a good Armand McRae out there to cover him. And here they go back to it again.
7-yard completion. It'll be 3rd and 3. Ball on the right hash mark. In the shotgun is Carcanis. He does have trips left. As Ronnie said, incomplete. Somebody did not stop and get the reception there.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication, John. It looks like he was expecting Moite to turn around and do a hitch play.
Right.
And he kept running. I'm not sure if it was a read on Moite or a read on Carcanis, but miscommunication with the quarterback and receiver
Well,
that time.
Titans have to go for it here, Ronnie. 4th down 35-7.
I would say
Ball
so.
In Panthers territory.
We'll see what Coach Larinde over there pulls out of his hat, but they need a first down.
Right.
Usually what they go to Marichnik on something like this, on a 5-6 yard hitch play.
Right
Right now there's nobody on Marichnik right now, as you can see.
in the left slot. Let's see if he turns around. Looking for him. Carcanis has it slip out of his hand into the hands of the waiting linebacker, number 64 for the Panthers.
Brendan Dubray.
Is Dubray, and he said it's Christmas early. As Carcanis just lost the handle, he tried to pull it down. It slipped out of his fingers, and right there, Dubray with the early Christmas
Al
present.
Neville's excited about that one. He practically jumped out of his shoes on that one and hugged Dubray as he came off the field. And Dubray does a nice job being alert, but someone, I didn't see the number, came off that edge again, blocked the pass from Carcanis, who was looking for...
You think it was blocked or it slipped out of his hand? I think, either way.
Do we have replay, John? Can you throw that thing back and we'll look at the replay? I don't think
the
so.
answer
We
is
can't
no
do that.
from Pete Johnson, our executive producer. You might want to, put in something in the budget to Mayor
Well, I'd
Lozo
hate to
for
give
replay
credit to the kid that made the nice play. if
and
he
have her
blocked
laugh
it.
in your face. But
Oh, here comes South again, and you think they're going to sit on this one. You're crazy.
handoff up the middle. You're right. They tried to score. They tried to go 80 yards in 30 seconds at the end of the first half. They're definitely going to try for more points here. 35-7. Especially with the offense the Titans have.
Well, North did it before against Salem,
points.
came back, so you never know. You never know once they get the hot hand. And
right. 7 minutes and change to go in the third quarter. Panthers lead 35-7, looking for more here.
They need a defensive stand here from Wilson Pena on that line.
They need a turnover, you know.
They need a turnover.
They haven't had
Number
any.
53, Christian Ferreira out there, tackle.
Turnovers have gone one way here for the most part. Pitch. McCray dragged down from behind out of
Devin
bounds.
Blaze made a nice play, reading pitchman on that option to the right side. And
Blaze number 48 there, you see, going back to the huddle as we look at the Panthers sideline. There's Coach Neville down there talking to his defense. His offense, the Panthers offense, jumping offside. The Titans get
There's the
flagged
first
for it.
down.
Neutral zone infraction going against the Titans, it appears.
Can't hear him from this point, John, but I'm sure he changed his cadence a little bit. And right side of that line jumped off, and there's the first down.
He caught a lot of big fish in that verbal net as he gets him to jump offside.
Big fish in the verbal net, John. Where'd you come up with that one?
I write for a newspaper.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And Tom King sitting at home and saying, that's terrible. I don't even get that.
There's Nick Pulio on a speed sweep.
Pulio dragged down in the backfield. That's a big defensive play that the Titans needed. And
they're trying to get Pulio on a speed sweep outside of Timmy Croto out there on the right side. He made a nice play.
They need big plays like that.
They need some big plays, and they need some turnovers
Maybe
to get back
some
in this
defensive
game.
guys need to gamble. They need to get back and get in that backfield, read some plays. I mean, probably Farkas was using some of that aggressiveness when he did the hard count and drew him offside. But now it's second and long. It's second and about 16 yards to go. Ball at the 46-yard line. We've got a whistle before the snap, and it is a timeout taken by the Panthers. Nothing like a couple of big defensive plays to get an offense discombobulated.
Ex-North fullback Billy Monson out there talking to the North, to the South offense. Billy Monson, the fullback on that first-year team.
Yep.
And didn't come up to the North staff, went to the South staff, but good for him. He's happy, doing a great job down there. Running the freshman team also with my friend Nugget there.
If you just turn the TV on, you're wondering, it's a 35-7 lead for the Panthers in Turkey Bowl 2010. They led 28-7 at half. They got the first possession of the second half. They went down the field and scored on a 25-yard pass from Keith Farkas to Derek Paradise down the middle, and well-executed pass play. They've had several running touchdowns, and it's been basically a dominant performance by the Panthers to this point. But the game is not over. If you're watching Thursday morning, you're watching it live on Nashua ZTV. We'll be rebroadcasting this during the week. John Collins with Ron Welliver and our full crew: Mike James, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, Jesenik Soto, and Pete Johnson, our executive producer, up in the booth with us. Standing exactly on the midfield stripe is Keith Farkas. He directs McCray to go from his right shoulder to his left shoulder. That's Pulio in motion. Gets the fake hand off the pitch from Farkas to McCray. He's got running room. He's at the 40. He's bumped out of bounds at the 37-yard line after a gain of about 10. They needed to go second and long there. What's it say?
It said big fish in verbal net. Somebody's texting me about that. They like the comment, John.
Okay.
But a nice option to the right side. Basic fake to McCray. I'm sorry, to Pulio in motion. Coming back to McCray, a nice pitch man move. Option right by Farkas. Runs a nice option. Not only can he throw, but he runs a nice option.
Handoff, McCray up the middle. He has got the first down. They kept it on the ground, and they still got it.
They made it look like an option left coming up, and McCray got a nice hole off to the right side, and there's Pulio jumping around. He's excited about that play, even though he didn't touch the ball and make a play. But
I got to start mentioning this offensive line here.
Notice now they're in a trips left. They're probably going to send Pulio back in motion to the right of Brandon Garthia. No, they didn't that time.
McCray finds another hole, spins his way into the linebacker area. Let me start mentioning some of these offensive linemen that have been blown open big holes all day. Number 77 is Nick Marquis. Number 78 is Bradley Carrier. Number 68 is Akeem Stevenson.
And number 53, John, is it Beeren?
John Beeren is the center.
They are doing a good job on that line today.
Fantastic. I think I missed the left tackle too. Is that
I'm sure Derek Paradise appreciates their efforts up there also.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these running backs, it's like a feast. Paradise cuts it to the outside. He's down the left hash mark. He is dragged down from behind, but he gets a first down and much, much more. Inside the 10, it'll be first and goal for the Panthers.
It's number 79, Ian Parsons, I believe the left tackle, making a nice downward block. And Paradise with that quick side step to the left side, and out he went, and stopped by Mark Levine and Jamar Gathford, I believe. Or it was Cam Duval out there.
Farkas in the shotgun. In the backfield, it's Dan McCormick. Farkas is getting tackled. He throws it to McCormick. Farkas stayed on his feet, and he gets the pass away, and how about that play? As McCormick got the fake handoff. He went in the end zone. Farkas stayed on his feet and hit the receiver, who was wide open. Nobody picked him up coming out of the backfield. It is a 42-7 lead with the extra point to come.
It looks like they had Farkas tackled, and everybody else stopped. I mean, that's what it looked like to me. And then he just stood there and maintained his ground and then chucked it out to McCormick. And give him credit. He's tough to bring down. Farkas doesn't go down with the first hit. And unfortunately, I don't think the North players continue with the play after they saw the hit. Bad snap.
Good. Gets
the magic shoes goes right through again.
Yes. It is a 40. Now it's a 42-7 lead. It was 41. That extra point. 42-7. The North coach and Ron Welliver just shook his head.
It's tough to watch, John. It's tough to watch the kids, and I know how they put the heart and soul into this year, everything they've been through, and they haven't given up yet, and I don't expect it to happen now, but they're pretty down right now.
They have a full quarter and 5 minutes of football to play. We're in the third quarter, 4:59 remaining.
Front line, over comes Lucas Daigle up on the front of that kickoff team. We're looking for him on the line next year. Number 52. Adam Leaf, he's the center, been the center all year. Actually had a good set of hands. He was a receiver all the way up to his junior year. And Adam became the center this year. He always snapped the punts. Looking at Sacred Heart, Quinn Sigamond, and probably his last game as a football player also. He's a catcher on the baseball team.
Quinn Sigamond?
Quinn Sigamond.
Quinn Sigamond.
I spelled it phonetically. Don't worry about that. But Adam's a heck of a catcher for Will Henderson's baseball team.
I think that's a character from Shrek. That's not a college. It's Quinn
Austin
Sigamond.
Bauer's also out there in the front line with Mike Lynch, number 56.
Bouncing ball is collected by Williams. He's still trying to break one all the way. Stays on his feet till the 30, about a 25-yard run back by Williams. South's very conscious of the fact that Williams wants to break one, though. They
have about 7 purple shirts on them. I couldn't even mention which one made the tackle.
So clock ticking now, 4:40 to go in the third quarter.
North players looking off to the right to get the signal for the play. Comes from Dante Lorende up here in the booth, all the way to Chad Zabolis.
Hey, let me ask you this. Tom Brady, long hair. You know, I know you're a crew cut guy. And
crew cut? I got no hair, John. What are you talking about, crew cut? I guess I should thank you for the crew cut.
Yeah, I mean, you should have left it at that, right?
Play here. What's your point?
I wanted to ask you if there's a rule against long hair in any of these schools as a football player. There's a run up the right hash mark. You know, as casual observers in the newspaper newsroom where I work, people are split down the middle on Tom Brady's look. He's a very influential football player. A lot of these kids look up to him. They idolize him. He's come out. He looks like a rock star this year.
I wish I could grow my hair like that, John. I'm jealous.
So you guys wouldn't have a rule against that?
No, I don't. We don't have a rule. They can grow their hair any way they want. But you know what? It's what's comfortable under the helmet.
Is anybody doing that?
Not that I know of.
Tom Brady?
Not that I know of.
How about Mr. Karkanis? Drops back to pass
regular
here.
Boys, regular type haircut. There's Javon Williams wide open down the sideline.
Holds on to it. Good job by Javon Williams in traffic against the sideline to maintain focus and concentration and the grip on that football as he receives it at the 33-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle by number 18, Connor Rogowski. As Javon Williams beat him to the outside. And
32-yard pass completion from Karkanis to Javon Williams.
There they go with the trips back to the right side. Andre Williams alone in the backfield. Now Javon's one-on-one back on that right side.
Quick pass to Marinchik. Marinchik trying to avoid the first tackler, can't. Thistle with the tackle. Good play by Chris Thistle to come up and make the hit. And it's going to be no gain on the play, maybe a loss of half a yard. 2nd and 11, we'll call it. Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Titans playing for pride here, down 42-7 in the Turkey Bowl 2010.
We got 3 receivers off to the right.
Yep.
Eric Moite's one-on-one with Nissan Basura off to the left.
And the snap is good to
for Williams in the flat.
Carcanis. Two-step drop, fires it. Good job of Gauthier to avoid the hit and make the catch. First down for the Titans.
That was Jamar Gathright.
Jamar Gathright with the catch. Just beyond the first down marker. Well thrown ball by Carcanis. First and 10.
Nice dig pattern by Jamar Gathright over the middle.
The dig pattern, as you dig your feet in and cut to the
Go
across
10
the field.
yards, cut across the field towards the quarterback. Yep.
Just a twist and a throw.
Nice block by Marinchik
Williams
there.
with a full head of steam. He is inside the 10 for a first down. Another 12-yard or 11-yard pass play for the Titans.
Nice job by Anton Marinchik, who made a crackback block on that little bubble pass to the right. Made a nice block on, I believe it's an outside linebacker there, number 21, number 20, Jeff Carmona maybe. Good job by Anton. Does it all. Catches the ball, throws blocks, intercepts pass, makes tackles.
Good look at Andre Williams strapping up the chin
Now
strap
they're going
again.
quads to the left, John. That's 4 receivers to the left.
Yeah, that's an unusual look,
Carcanis has a choice.
Like
Notice him tapping his rear end. He has a choice to go either to the left, run it himself, or throw back to the right.
Looks like a prefabbed screen. There's a high pass to Williams in the back of the end zone. Was he inbounds? No. He made the catch, but he was past the cone.
He chose to go one-on-one to the right side, and maybe they'll come back with another one. Who knows?
Deuce is wild over there in the corner. As on the coverage, Armin McCray, number 2 for the Panthers against number 2, Javon Williams. And
Javon made a nice grab, but too bad it was just out of the back of the end zone,
Right.
a little too far. Another one getting ready for the basketball season, Javon Williams.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is a 2nd and 8. Handoff to Williams is going nowhere. It's a gang tackle by Purple People Eaters over
The
there.
53, John Beeran.
Beeran led the charge.
And name the rest of them.
43 was in on it. That was
Alan
Alan
Odell. And now it's third down, John, or is it second down?
It should be 3rd and 8, I believe.
Yeah,
they
waiting for
haven't
them.
flipped the down marker yet. Is there some sort of a
Might be a
official
penalty or
call
something
here?
down, not sure, who knows.
They're picking the ball up.
It's a good job by the officials out there today.
Yeah.
They're right on.
There is a
pretty much-
flag.
There is a flag, yeah, I
Yep.
see it down there. I'm not sure if it's
And the call is?
unsportsmanlike.
Wow. Half the distance.
Not sure what happened
First
down
down.
there.
So that's a big play.
Well, if North's going to get back into it, they got 1 quarter to put on about 35 points. Can they do it? Talent-wise,
You
yes,
know
they
best.
can, but they need breaks on
Yeah.
defense. They need to make some things happen on defense.
Well, you know
and
what?
get
They
the ball
haven't
back.
gotten any, and so maybe they will get a few. Maybe they will get a few lucky breaks in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, South is probably going to try to eat up the clock and run the ball, so
Yeah.
they're going to have to make them fumble as opposed to make an interception.
Yeah, North's
That's-
not really proven they could stop that run yet. Up the middle
Jamar
they go.
Gathright.
Gathright with a touchdown. Signal made. It was a long time in coming, that second score for the Titans, but they finally got it here in the waning seconds of the third quarter. It makes it a 42-13 game with the extra point still to come for Nashua North.
Jamar Gathright is a
Pretty much up the middle untouched.
It's a nice run off to the right side there. He's looking, hopefully play football in Division II, Division III. Hasn't decided where he's going to college yet. An all-state receiver. He had a heck of a year for the North Titans this year. 3-year varsity player.
He's got serious speed. I mean, I can see why he wants to keep playing someplace. The extra point is good, 42-14.
Kyle Reagan, sophomore, boots one through the uprights, and who knows, will they go onside right now, John, or are they going to kick deep and hold it into the defense? We'll see.
You guys practice onside kicks?
Absolutely. Different onside kicks, right, left, middle, right from the huddle, things like that.
How do you tell the kicker to kick it? Do you tell them to kick a pop-up or like a messy grounder? Or do they even talk
I'm a
about
big
that?
one on the messy grounder, but
Oh, yeah?
they do have a pop-up. If Reagan goes out there and kicks it,
Can he control it?
He tries anyway.
He tries, yeah.
He tries. Reagan did a nice couple of onsides in the Salem game where he came right out of the huddle.
Yeah.
As the linemen were backing up, the front line of the Salem Blue Devils were backing up. Reagan just touched it, went about 10 yards, and everybody jumped on it, and we covered it, did a nice job. The funny thing about that is Coach Roby's going, what is he doing? What is he doing? Kyle Reagan, the sophomore in that Salem game, thought the coach called the onside kick, did it on his own, and we recovered the ball anyway. It made Coach Roby look like a genius. But
yeah, I mean that's sometimes the naked bootleg. Remember when Grogan used to do that, and not tell anybody?
Yeah, he didn't tell his coaches or anybody.
Right. I'd love to see Brady do that, by the way. And people say that's crazy because how much money he's worth, and he might get killed. That naked bootleg, but.
That's what I liked about Steve Grogan, though.
You
never know what he was going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, Brady's a great quarterback, but I'd love to see a quarterback running and
oh yeah, he was.
throwing
Grogan
an option
was
out
the
there.
toughest.
There's Levine going back to the huddle. See what happens here. If they come right out of the huddle, watch out, John.
You mean watch out for the onside?
Sometimes they come right out of the huddle. That's not going to happen now. Who knows? We don't know what they're going to do. They probably won't kick deep to Paradise. They don't want him touching the ball. That's for sure.
It is booted deep, and it's to the 10-yard line. It goes through the hands of Gothard. Now he picks it up, and he is to about 25 before he's downed. So standard kick and return. 8.9 seconds to go in the third quarter of play of Turkey Bowl 2010.
Nice
First
hit
and
there
10.
by Cam Duval, the senior, and Chris Anderson, one of the junior players on the linebackers.
If you just tuned in, 42-14, those guys in purple right there, they lead it. They've been dominant in this game. Titans coming off a score, though, and hoping to get a defensive stop and turn it into a fourth quarter to remember.
That's the end of the third quarter, John.
12 minutes of play is all that remains in this, barring a miraculous comeback and a tie.
You never know, John. You never know.
You never know. That's why we play the games.
Right from freshman year all the way to senior year. None of these kids have ever quit on us, and it's not going to happen today. Doesn't mean they're going to blow them away in the fourth quarter, John. I'm just saying they're not going to.
You know, used to, as a baseball coach, you'd always say, there's no time clock in baseball, baby.
You remember me
no
saying that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I said it as a player.
Repeated it.
Yeah,
I repeated it since you said it and reminded me.
Since
of that.
I retired
What do
from
you say in
baseball.
football? You can't
There is
say
a time
that.
clock. Get out there and move.
Yeah. You only got 12 minutes to go.
That's one
Guys,
thing about
let's
baseball.
go.
It's different. There is no time clock. What's the hurry? What are you trying to do everything at once for? Get on base, one thing at a time,
One thing
move
at a
things
time.
along. This is
And-
different. This is a
and
entirely different
nobody
game.
epitomized that more than the 2004 Red Sox.
Yeah, or the 1995 Merrimack Brewers.
That's right, Tom. I got the mention in again. Somehow.
Is that Farkas still a quarterback, or they got some of the?
It's white sleeves. I don't think that's Farkas.
It's
no,
number
it's
5, Patrick Goff.
Patrick Goff gets the call, and the handoff is to number 37, Zach Isabel, the sophomore. Gets a gain of maybe 2.
Looks like
Call
Scott
it
Knight
1.
has put in some of his second stringers here. That's a classy thing to do. Is Scott Knight, as you know, is a classy coach, always has been. And give these kids a chance to play on Thanksgiving. I think it's a great thing.
Just underway in the fourth quarter with a 42-14 lead. The Panthers draw contact from the defensive lineman.
Tim
there.
Dillon jumped a little
Tim
bit there, a
Dillon.
little too excited. And can understand that. This is probably last game also.
Big crowd
They
here.
drew him offside for the 5-yard gainer. And
Live TV audience.
oh, yeah, it's a big thing. Left defensive end is Wilson Pena. You got Christian Ferreira out there. Timmy Croto is the right defensive end.
A2
Linebackers,
is the
I
call.
can't see the names.
A2, Ron. I just
A2,
picked it up. Yeah.
triangle, square, what-
Giant, and triangle.
Well, if you see A2, it's
triangle.
actually the opposite way. It's probably B triangle.
Oh, right. That's what I see. Tackle made after the
That's Cam
short
Duval
run.
again on the tackle. Number 37, Zach Isabel on the carry again, sophomore.
So it's third and short for the Panthers.
In comes number 83, Sean Boyle, sophomore.
Oh, so
Coming out is Keith Gibo, the senior. Look for 83 probably to get the ball off to the right.
could be the
Who
first
knows?
Turkey Bowl pass in the career of Patrick Goff here at third and short. He's in the shotgun. Julio's in motion from left to right. Handoff. That's like Julio's plays for the.
You're right. You got it right,
Yeah,
John.
Julio
You
for
got it right.
Panthers. Yeah, he's still in there. I'm thinking first stringers are out.
Scott Knight had a heck of a undefeated freshman team last year. He's got a playoff team this year.
Yeah.
He's got. He's going to be competing the next few years. North's going to probably rebuild a little bit in a year or two. Who knows? They could compete next year if they get in the right spot. But South is going to be competitive for the next few years, John. They've had a heck of a program coming through.
Well, the penalty pushes South back a bit. They've got 3rd and 7 to go here to
I think that's
convert
like
the
their
first
second
down.
penalty all day, hasn't it, John? They played a nice, clean game.
Right, except the turnovers have hurt them.
South, I mean.
Oh, South, yes.
Nothing's hurt them yet.
No.
In motion is number 24, Gus Barrasso.
Takes a seat, gets up.
Little fake motion.
Holding on to it is Goff, and he's going to get stuffed. Short of the line of scrimmage, it looked like.
Looks like this may be South's first punt of the day, John, possibly.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it comes to punt team.
Yeah, good point. They've not had to punt the football.
Haven't had to. Why punt when you're scoring?
And it'll be the first string quarterback, Keith Farkas, that does the punting.
They got an unusual punt formation where they spread out that defense, and they leave those 3 blockers in the middle and just snap the ball right through them.
You almost wonder how the ball gets to the punter with all
Yeah,
those.
the slightest off, you're bashing one guy in the head with the snap, but
You get some height on it.
Timmy
Good
Croto
chance.
almost blocked it. Might have got a finger on that, Timmy Croto.
Croto, yeah, because it's a very short punt. It actually bounces back towards Panther territory, and the Titans will have great field position here with 9:08 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line.
North's offense coming on the field. Looks like some of the seniors are still out there. Javon Williams is coming out.
So we look forward to covering more high school, college sports throughout the winter on Nashua's ETV. We've got basketball, hockey on the horizon. Usually, I think NHIAA allows you to start your practices Monday after Thanksgiving for winter sports.
I think they already started. Wrestling
Already started?
and hockey, yeah. And just the football players that are in those activities obviously get the time off until after Thanksgiving. But a couple of the freshmen didn't dress for varsity because they wanted to. There's a pass to Dan Marichnik.
Oh, it looked like it hit Marichnik in the hands, or maybe it was deflected. It's
Might have
hard
been deflected.
to be fair to him. He had his back to us, so it could have been a deflected pass. But
2 defenders right there. Nick Pulio, there is his name again.
yeah, that was a well-thrown pass, though.
And number 18, Connor Rogowski. Just missed by Brendan Karkanis there.
Yeah, he just basically just spun and threw it. 7:55 to go. That did not stop the clock because we might be in running time here.
Yeah, it's probably running time. It's
Yeah.
more than 30 points. But it's
More
actually
than 30
28
points.
right now. I don't know why it's running time.
28, 42-14. Here
the
comes
blitz.
Carmona with the blitz, but it's a quick pass to the left side. It is complete
Eric
to
Moite.
Moite, and he has got close to first down yardage. See where they mark it.
Basic, what's called a now pattern, John, a quick screen to the left where the quarterback gets it out as fast as he can. Whereas Moite
Thanks,
takes
bro.
1 step upfield and screens back to the quarterback. It's called a now pattern.
Yeah, we just got word. Once they go to running time, it stays running. Even though now it's closer than 30 points.
Learn something new every day, John.
Yeah, it was 35 points. So.
A couple of quick scores, say with some running time, we could be all right.
Yeah.
We got 7 minutes to score a lot of points, though. Looking over, looks like they changed the play after they got to the line of scrimmage. Maybe we got trips to the right side. It's called an empty formation with the fullbacks out to the right. Quick screen back to Moite again.
Moite's got it. He is at the 30 before he's tripped up into about the 29-yard line. It's a first down for the Titans. So it's a chance to keep
You
this
wonder
drive.
if they're trying to move up Amon McRae and set up with a pump and go to Moite. Not sure if that's what they're trying to set up, but I think Coach Lorendi just when his offense just wanted a first down at that point. And again, empty formation, 5 wide receivers, John.
Definitely passing situations here for Karkanis. 2-step drop.
There's the
throws
pass.
it deep. It is incomplete, or is it
Incomplete.
intercepted?
No, it was knocked down.
Oh, it was bounced actually into the hands of Thistle.
They were trying to set up the bomb
Yeah.
to Moite on those past two little screen passes off to the left. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Tight coverage by the Panthers on that play. There really didn't seem to be anybody open, and it was more of a hopeful throw by Karkanis than anything else. 5:50 to go. Clock continues to run. Running time in this, what's turned into a one-sided score in Turkey Bowl 2010, a 42-14 lead for the Panthers.
Another empty formation with Andre Williams going out to the right, with Javon Williams and Anton Maruchnik.
1-step drop, steps up and gets sacked. Karkanis had nowhere to throw, nowhere to go.
Well, if you notice the center, Adam Leith, he circled around downfield. That was not a pass play. That was a draw. The center was, even if he threw it, Adam
was
Leaf
a
was
draw.
5 yards downfield. That was a draw that was blown up by the defense. Give him credit, it was a nice job. If Carcanis made it through that line, he was following Adam Leaf with one guy to tackle him. But he didn't make it through the line. They kind of swarmed him, and that was it.
Sort of a gamble there. Goes against the Titans. 3rd and 15 to go now. 2-step drop. Carcanis is hit, and it is an incomplete pass according to the head referee, Kevin Staniels,
Mike Brandon
who's
with a
standing
big
right
hit
there. And that's going to hurt, as you can see Carcanis might have lost his wind. I don't think it was anything too serious other than maybe well, I shouldn't say that. I mean,
It's almost like a
shot to the
blindside hit.
midsection.
Brandon was just staying there.
I was going to say, I
making
think
the
he
throw.
just lost his wind, but you never
I
know.
hope
if
that's all it is.
Yeah, you don't know if you get cracked rib on something like that. So
Give Brendan credit for a nice clean hit off the edge.
yeah,
Looks like we'll have a little timeout, John. Yeah, John.
they do stop it, as we just found out, for an injury, though. The running time stops for an injury. It's 4:48 to go in the game, and Brandon, the quarterback for the Titans is down for the moment.
Hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him. Then they can either go to backup Jamar Gathright, who runs like a wildcat.
You already talked
quarterback.
about Brandon's plans for the next fall.
Brandon, he's looking at Babson.
Babson.
Babson's in Wesleyan, interested in
Wesleyan?
football skills, Wesleyan College.
Yeah.
He's looking at UPenn or University of Virginia for baseball, and not sure where exactly he's going to go, but top 6% in his class, John. So
Wow, on top of that, athletic ability.
hits the books also. He's got great athletic ability.
Yep.
And might be Taylor Miranda coming in at quarterback. I'm not sure who was seeing Jamar Gathright. Oh, the punt formation. Andrew Moite is going back to punt. I'm sorry, not Andrew. Eric. Andrew's his brother.
Right.
Sophomore.
Eric Moite standing at the 47-yard line of South. Fake.
Fake.
Direct to Gathright. He's trying to get to the 20. He's not going to be close. He can't get to the 30. He's driven out of bounds. The Panthers were not fooled by the fake punt. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the tackle.
Number 20, Jeff Carmona, nice job reading that, sniffing that out. Plus the rest of the Panthers that were there. It's getting a little chippy now, John.
Yeah, you can see.
And the Panthers are frustrated.
Right. He's not.
Nice hug from Eric Moite to Derek Paradise. Eric showing his sportsmanship. Two gentlemen out there, John. Good football players and gentlemen. And that's what it's all about, really, right?
Right.
But you can see for the first time, obviously, the frustration in the Panthers on that last play.
3:40 to go as the clock rolls here in the fourth quarter of Turkey Bowl 2010.
Doesn't look
42.
good now, John. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good.
Even the ever-optimistic Ron Welliver has got to admit, 42-14 in running time.
Is Tim Dillon running in for the play coming off the field? Is a keeper.
And the keeper for Goff goes nowhere.
Tackled by number 53. That's Christian Ferrero out there.
Oh no, is that the freshman? Is this Mr. Knight there?
No freshmen are playing here. Two freshmen are dressed for this game for North, but
I thought I'm talking about South's quarterback, Trevor Knight.
Oh, Trevor Knight, yeah, the freshman back in quarterback. Good for him. He got injured in the freshman tournament a few weeks ago, hurt his wrist. Good to see him back. At least he's healthy. Glad it wasn't a serious injury.
Getting his first Turkey Bowl time.
Yeah, I'm sure he's excited about this. It's good for him.
Trevor Knight, quarterback number 8, hands it off. And stuffed right near the line of scrimmage was Devin Merrick. Sophomore running back, number 47.
Time's clicking down, John. Probably enough for about, with the running time, 2 or 3 more plays.
Right.
2:25, yeah, 3 or 4 more plays if they give
You
up
can't
the ball.
really throw it because of the score, right? It's Trevor Knight,
with the backups in there, it won't be an unsportsmanlike thing. I mean, you got freshman receivers out there; they need to catch the ball too. But
because it is a
knowing Scott Knight,
passing
probably
situation, it's 3rd and 7.
They're probably going to run it, but you never know. There goes Trevor Knight
He
off the
rolls
right. Looks
right.
like he is going to pass it.
He's getting pursuit though as he throws it on the run. It is almost picked up. About 2 or 3 players got their hands on that.
Yeah, Gabe Gosselin out there making a run from the linebacker spot. Could have had a pick. He just missed it. He's bashing himself in the head. Part of the Gosselin family. Remember John Leon, all-state running back a few years. His brother And Gabe's a sophomore linebacker and receiver. There's another brother, Noah, who played our freshman captain this year. And too bad Gabe. Could have had a pick. That would have been big for the Gosselin family, I'm sure.
Doing
Looks
the snapping.
Now they're punting. Might be a few more plays by North. Who knows?
Dan McCormick on the long snap to Keith Farkas here. Good snap. Farkas gets it away.
Nice punt.
It is a nice, deep shot. Did it go off the fingertips?
I hope it didn't. VJ Bala
Oh,
was
the
back there
Titans?
deep. I didn't think it did.
Well, the referees, I think, maybe
They're giving it to South.
are they?
Not sure.
Oh, they're going to say Titans ball now, 1st and 10 at the, I think they indicated incorrectly.
Yeah, I had the pole
for a
in my
second.
way, John. I couldn't quite see
Yeah,
that.
1 minute to go. The clock's rolling now, even though there's no play going on the field. It's probably going to be
Here comes
one or two
backup
more plays
quarterback
the
Taylor
most.
Miranda. Seeing his first action in Thanksgiving. He's a junior. Did a nice job in the JV this year. And I talked to the North players yesterday about who the team clown is, and Taylor's name came up more than once. Fun kid to have around, hard-working kid.
Yeah.
He's small, but he's not afraid to run the ball and get up with the big boys.
So this may be the last play right here. 30 seconds to go, clock
Yeah,
rolling.
probably is.
Titans will have it. They have a 42-14 deficit. They're not going to try to
Not sure who the running back is out there. Can't see the number.
flag flies.
22, that's Julian Pace, gets the ball off to the left side.
So there was
He's
a
a
penalty.
senior.
They'll stop the clock for the flag with 14 seconds to go. Thanksgiving message, Ron?
Thanksgiving message is very simple. I wish everybody out there, including you, John, and your family, the best on Thanksgiving Day. Happiest of holidays. And, hey, you know what? Thanks for listening. I hope I wasn't too, like,
No, I
rubbing
learned
my
a lot.
hand on sandpaper here out here. What a bubble is, John? A bubble
Many
and
other
trips?
many other plays.
Some of the stuff I couldn't tell you. We need it for next year.
Ha!
This is Taylor Miranda. And,
Miranda in the shotgun. Picks
There he
it
goes.
off
He's
the
going to run
ground.
it. He's going to run it. Fake handoff. Taylor Miranda off to the left, what's called a quarterback wrap, where the right tackle pulls over there. He's got some good success with that.
And that is a wrap.
That's
the
it.
last
That's a wrap, John.
game, the last play of the Turkey Bowl 2010 as you watch our fine camera work for Nashua's award-winning ETV crew down on the sidelines, up in the stands.
I hate that. If I have a lot of information on some of these kids, I probably forgot to mention it or I didn't get a chance to. I apologize if I didn't. Paul Weston just coming into the fold here. Paul, good to see you. Retired Nashua policeman, retired Nashua South freshman coach. We've been at it for years.
Thanks to Donnelly Lozo, Mary Robert for coming up here, the Super Coupe organizer at halftime, our
Kathy
guests.
Robert, yep.
Kathy Robert.
Fundraising is ongoing. It's
Yeah.
going to stay ongoing.
Right, the Super Coupe emotional day here. Didn't turn out the way the North guys drew it up, but you know, the overriding memory will be how the community came together for Cooper DuSet. So as the team go through the good game handshakes, it's the middle of the field. I want to thank our crew, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, Jacenik Soto, Mike Janes, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson. For Ron Welliver, I'm John Collins. Thanking you all for having watched Turkey Bowl 2010. The final score was
Thanks for having me.
South 42 and the Titans
We don't have to
14.
talk about that, John. The score, everybody knows the score.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
I guess we're done.
Mom, Dad, I need to talk to you. I'm scared.
I don't think I can go back to school tomorrow. There's a guy and some of his friends who are after me.
They hate my clothes, the way I talk, everything about me. I know.
You're stupid and ugly.
Did you hear me? I'm scared.
Listen to what they have to say. Take a stand. Lend a hand. Stop bullying now.
Sexy man with glasses, 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 sexy man with glasses.
Ladies and gentlemen, the family of former Nashua broadcaster Ed Leishus is once again presenting today's winning team with the Edward F. Leishus Memorial City Champions Trophy, sponsored by the Nashua Bank. Mr. Leishus spent 30 years calling Nashua High games on the former WOTW and later WSMN. Making the presentation is his son, Ed Jr. Presentation is given to the captains. Congratulations to our winners here today in Nashua High School South. And a big hand for the Nashua North Titans for a fine season. Once again, folks, we wish to welcome you a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. Drive home safely and a good afternoon.